this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, go, go Dragon!
Save the world from suffering, the guardian dragons harnessed their powers once more. Sensing the dragon's resurgence, the powerful Kraken hastened his plan to destroy the world. Inspired by the fiery dragon warrior, many fine and noble warriors entered the dragon trials. Among them, a warrior from an ancient elven realm made his way to the dragon's sanctuary, where the final trial of wisdom awaited.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Me do my two-step.
You got the best of you.
Welcome to the most awaited day for Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. We're about to determine who amongst the two teams remaining here on the tournament will be crowned the best team in the SEA region for Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Will Team Vietnam once more take over Team Philippines, or it's the other way around, that Team Philippines would be able to reclaim its former glory? Or as these teams are bound to make history and prepare for them for the upcoming SEA Games in 2021 in Vietnam. And of course, this broadcast of the Razer SEA-Invitational is brought to you by Razer. Hashtag esports together with Tier 1 Entertainment and Samsung. Experience the awesome performance of their brand new Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71. And again, once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Grand Finals. Team Vietnam versus Team Philippines. I'll be calling here on the stream right now. The connection, Manjin and Wolf. How excited are you guys?
This is the best feeling. I'm so excited. I drank 2 cups of coffee, 2 different cups of coffee, a hot one and a cold one. That's how I prepare for this because I know this is gonna be hype. Philippines on the path to redemption, Vietnam on the path to glory. Man, can't be more excited about this.
Yes. Well, before you talk, Manjin, I would like to show you, Wolf, how hype I am. Can you see how big my mug is? This is actually 3 cups of coffee into 1 mug. That's how I need my caffeine right now because I want to be hyped on this grand final. And of course, Manjin, one of the most iconic in terms of being hyped in terms of grand finals for Mobile Legends. How excited are you, man?
I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped, Rob. I'm so hyped, just like you, man. Your energy, I like your energy tonight, and I will take it and I will use it for later because I am praying that we go all the way. It is again another championship round, and this is another historic moment in the world of MLBB esports. Team Vietnam versus Team Philippines. The question is this the new rivalry in town?
Definitely. But once again, I would also like to congratulate the previous stream here on the Razer is that Team Philippines did take over Team Vietnam. That's on a different game. That's Dota 2. Now, it might be a pressure for the Mobile Legend team because the Dota 2 team did win against their rival. Like Manjin said, looks like the Team Vietnam are being the one who's crippling the Philippines here on Mobile Legends. If you happen not to watch the action, the upper bracket finals is also Team Philippines versus Team Vietnam. And Team Vietnam did made a 2-0. Will they be able to do it once more here on the grand finals? What are your thoughts, guys? Well, what do you think?
For one, they need a 3-0 this time, and it's not impossible for them to do so. I think that there's a lot of things that Philippines have revealed in the past few days about how they approach the meta game, but that's also true with Vietnam. Honestly, for Philippines, I would have expected them that they did their homework because if not, it will be a repeat of 2 days ago. And that's one thing that they should think about.
Yes, but here I think it's about time for us to reveal the giraffe because I'm already hearing right now. So you guys are hype. Manjin and Wolf, the connection, take it away.
Thanks so much, Rob, Manjin. Man, we have been in this battlefield before, in an international battlefield in the grand finals. Now it's a best of 5. Unlike what we have all seen in the past 3 days, this is a best of 5. And so far for Philippines, they're fond of downloading their opponents before they strike. Do you think that they will do the same here against Team Vietnam?
It's gonna be hard, Wolf, because again we are calling Team Vietnam the team with the system, and it's hard to download this type of system. I think their system is around 300 gigabytes, and you know what? Here in the Philippines, that will take like weeks for you guys to download it. So kidding aside, I think Team Vietnam, what they have right now is they rested for a little bit yesterday. So this means that they've watched the games of Team Philippines yesterday against their opponents. Meanwhile, Team Philippines, they have a little bit of momentum, yes, because they because of their victory yesterday. But I think the pressure here right now is in game number 1. Because again, I think in a best of 5 series, game number 1 is your warm-up game. It's for you to know where you act in the game.
Yeah, if this is a download game for Philippines, I think Vietnam did the download weekend, right? Because the way we did it, because they rested. You mentioned about this, Vietnam had the chance to study Philippines, and they had so much to watch. Because even yesterday, when there was a game for Philippines, I think Philippines also revealed some of their strategies, and I don't think Vietnam will change it up a bit. Now, Claude is going to be picked up. Vietnam, I think, will go Esmeralda as well as the Uranus, as this is their usual picks, or maybe secure the Luigi at this point. But I think Ling, wow, they have taken Ling. because they know
I
that
like
the
it.
Cooper is already banned.
Yeah, I like it. It's fighting fire with fire, Wolf. These are the two of the most contested heroes right now. Last time this teams met, Philippines, they don't respect Team Vietnam in like picking core heroes. They actually banned all the core heroes. But right now, Philippines, they learned their lesson. I think they said that, hey, it's time. Come on, Carl TZ. Bring in your A game. Bring in your carry. Let's match up with Broly's carry too.
I like this because this is again, I'd say round number 3 of Carl TG versus Broly.
Yeah.
In the carry versus carry matchup. So there's the Jawhead. Gonna be picked up as it's naturally a counter against the Thams. In this
Tham,
but
yes.
it's okay. And there's a little bit of counter to the Claude when you reserve your ejector for when the Claude will jump with a BMI. That's one thing that the Philippines will have to watch out for. I don't know how much Cartesi has played against it, but you have to be mindful of that. When you're jumping in, you have to make sure that the ejector has already been used by opponents. Otherwise, you're gonna be countered heavily by the Jawhead.
You know what, Wolf? Not just the ejector, but also the unstoppable force. The Jawhead can actually bait out the BMI and use the unstoppable force. So with that said, I think this Jawhead pick immediately answers 2 heroes right now for the Team Philippines. It is the Thams and the Esmeralda. We are now the second phase of our picks and bans. The Cho will get banned by Team Vietnam, and so as the Farsa. Wow, this is interesting, Wolf. Team Philippines now respecting this Farsa pick from Hyde.
Yeah, so Philippines, knowing that this is one of their comfort picks, Vietnam instantly picks the Louis Yi. They know they have a substitute for it.
Yes.
I'm gonna be surprised how they will execute this. Imagine Uranus or a Jawhead Ling combo with the diversion
The Louis,
ultimate.
yeah.
That'd be great. Philippines, they will be going for the backshot, so they have that staying power in the front lines. So as they can also control the Uranus, because the regeneration coming out from Uranus can easily be countered by the ultimate from the backshot.
Yep.
Maybe for Philippines, they'll go another burst damage. They go Aurora this time, so this is their control. So when the Ling jumps, you have that instant stun or freeze, right, coming out from the Aurora. So
Aurora.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's interesting here is the Team Philippines, they have good AOE damage in their arsenal too, plus good burst. So it immediately answers the Uranus and the Jawhead, plus the Aurora can actually fight in terms of the AP ability power department against the Louis too. So wow, Wolf, look, Vietnam, they said, hey, you're going with the backshot pick. You want tempo? We'll give you tempo. We're going for the Turbo Masha. Let's go. Game number 1. What do you think, man? I like the Masha pick too.
I like the Masha. It's great versus some of the heroes here from Team Philippines, particularly this Claude. There's a disarm on the Masha that's going to be great. Also, it has good synergy with the overall composition of Vietnam, because if you're looking at Vietnam, you're looking at a way for them to push. And I think we said this before 2 days ago when we were casting this Manjin, systematic plays coming out from Vietnam, knowing that they always want to go for a lineup that will always have a push, a form of push in any way. So sometimes they go Kimmy, sometimes they go Masha, sometimes they go Kimmy, Masha all together. This time they have the damage from Ling, and the Masha will cover up all of their needs when it comes to turret takedowns.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Oh my. I think Team Vietnam just shifted their gears towards this Masha pick. I think this is going to be their key in order for them to probably get the victory. Because you know what, Team Philippines, their late game capabilities is also scary, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
They are actually successful with this Esmeralda pick every time they choose it. Like I think it's their go-to hero right now. On if I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be on Flap TZ or Doc Ribo. Yeah. And both of those guys, they play one hell of an Esmeralda. So we shall see if we'll get there.
Yeah, I like this because now they will put Flap TZ on a hero that he can make plays with, unlike before when he's just constantly farming. So this is going to be a total change up coming out from Philippines, and hopefully it's for the best as we head to game one, man, Gene.
Let's go. Let's go.
And since this is the championship, we will be seeing a little bit of angles right now.
There you go. Shout out to the indie film. Shout out to our production team. This is it. 20 seconds into the game. 4 here. Actually, make that 3 heroes here in the mid lane for Team Vietnam. Just trying to control it. Meanwhile, Rebo already full with his Rigid Breath stack. Immediately wants to get a little bit of a harass here in the mid lane as Few and T-Dep Try will be going for the one-on-one battle in the bottom side. Both of the teams now securing their own Little Wanderers. Both of the teams are now playing safe, Wolf.
But the wave clear is better on Team Vietnam so that they had a chance to go faster when it comes to taking this purple buff. And look at the formation now with Luyi as well as the Masha, making it sure that there's no invade whatsoever coming out from Team Vietnam, which means that the Philippines will not be able to steal or any of those shenanigans. This is going to be a very standard mode of play now. The mid lane, Lusty, will just kind of rub a little bit in there. But
scouting a little bit. Yeah.
How about the scouts at this point? So imagine it's so even, actually. This is a total mirror mode from both teams.
I think both of the guys are being careful right now on when to initiate. I think both of them, they decided that, hey, we just need to funnel our core spurt. Because if you're gonna think about it, Wolf, the lineup is quite similar. You have AOEs, you have tempo, you have mobility, you have lifesteal, and plus you have push, right? Man, the Aurora, I think. Ooh. Meanwhile, before I say what I meant, that is an off-cam kill in the top lane. It's going to be Flap TZ dying in the hands of Team Vietnam.
It's a 4-man rotation coming up from Team Vietnam. It's actually somewhat similar to the previous meta when we go for the switch. That was like more than a year ago when we were watching that. And Vietnam, the way they rotated is they went top with 4 members. Flap TZ took a while before he died. So he didn't have the flicker anymore. Which gonna really stop Vietnam from farming. Now they will be snatching Rebo. It gives the damage of Blaze. They have the damage now. Revitalize in the middle. Joy is going to be taken out with Blaze and do it. But Lusty as well as Cartesi, they are in trouble. In comes T-Dep Try. The Masha doesn't have much HP anymore. The jump coming up from Flap TZ, but with T-Max in there, Team Philippines will not push through. So Vietnam will be able to secure 3 kills and put their economy up with 1,000 gold ahead.
That was a sneaky flank from Trung Trin. He was waiting for Rebo to pop that Rigid Breath because he knows that Rebo has 4 bars. So he said, hey, this guy's gonna fake it, and I will fake it too until I make it. Nice ejector, and then both of them immediately getting 2 kills, and it will give Broly again more power in the early stages of the game. He is now at level 6, 2 kills already. Meanwhile, Carl TZ only 1 kill. So it's quite even still, Wolf. But this time, Team Vietnam, I think Team Vietnam, they won round number 1.
And in fact, it's so even, Manjin, that Carl TZ is very near the net worth of the lane.
Yeah.
This 1,000 torn lead from Vietnam came from the supports, but now around the turtle area, Broly will be able to get it. Very important to take this, as you always want to go for extra survivability in your lane, that extra shielding. Make it sure that you will last the team fight for longer. But look at this, the COD is a little bit richer than the lane. You can see the farming pattern of Carl TZ proving to be much better compared to Vietnam. So even when Vietnam are getting kills as well as objectives, they're not getting the better farm. A few running away, in comes the Ling. The Joy will not be able to ejector this few. But it comes the Luyi with the good initiation. Another initiation coming out from the Joy. The dashes from Broly, wants to go for a few. He reaches that back and he will get it. Now onto the bottom side. Want to go for Lusty once more. It's going to be forced up top. Champions of Blades to finish it up. The double kill in there for Team Vietnam. But the push up top, much faster.
Oh my, the Wolf hide with outstanding usage of the rotation ring. You know what happened there, Trung Trin? He actually failed in landing the ejector, but Hyde was there to secure a crowd control. It was like Trung Trin, he shot the 3 points and then it didn't came in, but Hyde, he immediately tipped the ball in. So wow, Team Vietnam right now just doing all this synchronization of skills. And I think what's happening here for Team Vietnam is that they're moving as one. Unlike the Philippines, sometimes we talk about this, Wolf, when it comes to the late game, sometimes they just do things on their own, not really connecting to their teammate.
Kinda the effect though for Philippines is that they're getting a lot of farm compared to what Vietnam is doing. Now they want to go for Repo. There's the maximum charge. Flicker, wave, flap, TZ. 2-man connection on the Polystar. Actually, only one. It comes a whole destruction. Catching 2. And go TZ's here. Tempest of Blades saving the link for a while, so he gets away. But the fact of the matter is, Joyd has been punished. Lusty, nice angle. He would have reached the link if not for this one. But he finally closes it down. Shut down. Coming up from Flap TZ as he gets the double kill off of a very good falling Starman onto 2. Philippines. Good break.
Nice counter engage from Doc Rebo with the coldness destruction, and the cold never bothered him anyway. This is a vintage Rebo here playing right now, playing very safe as a support and creating plays for his team. Meanwhile, as I say this, the ejector will land into the cloud, but someone will die as well for Team Vietnam. We're now having a huge rumble here in the mid lane, but that's revitalized. Here comes Trung Trin again with the dispersion. T-Max comes in, and Flaptizi just hitting nothing but germs, but it's okay as T-Max will tank it all up. Flaptizi still trying to get a little bit of damage, but man, no one died as that fight will end up to a 2-for-2.
Man, Vietnam acted like they're the 1% out of the 99% of germs. They were able to stay alive and avoid Esmeralda with very nice positioning from themselves. Now they want to go for Flap TZ, jumping now once again, but because of the fact that T-Max is far too forward, he's gonna be punished. Gets away though. T-Max is already up with the Enchanted Talisman, and he's up at 3.8k gold. He's actually so farmed. And now look at this.
Look at that.
That time actually eats a blazing do it full on, and now Lusty. Oh, nice dodge coming up from the Masha.
What?
Okay, now T-Max gonna be caught here. But look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 mobile for Team Philippines. For them to catch them, and man, Team Philippines, they're trying to make plays every time, but I think Team Vietnam, they're countering with their own uppercuts, and it's giving them 10 points in the score of the judges. Dude, man, Team Philippines, they're trying to like make space here in the mid lane, but man, Team Vietnam, they're holding on, they're holding the line, and their defense is so good.
Resurrecting soon.
Oh man. And we can see now that Philippines have overtaken when it comes to the gold.
Yep.
This Claude is having a lot of a good time. The Demon Hunter soared up. He gets the turtle as well. The Retribution paying it forward. They start to look at this connection, but the Joy will be able to use the ejector before he runs out. Now T-Max eating a lot of damage. Luo Yi with a good initiation, but the Uranus will not be safe. Revitalized in front of the turret. Broly will not be able to reach the Claude, as they say that though. That's the Luo Yi to finish him off. Broly gets another. That's bashed it down. Few with the Conflict Inferno. Oh, look at this. Broly says, I will go for the squisher once. Takes down Rebo. The Aurora. Flap is in trouble. Gets away. Philippines will be alive for now.
Oh my, Hyde sneaking into the shadows. Again, another beautiful disengage. Dude, this is the Rebo versus Hyde show. Hyde with a good rotation ring once again to probably delay Team Philippines in their engage. And man, Broly with a good backup to here. Again, another rotation ring. Oh my.
That was... I didn't know you can actually teleport outside of the map.
Yeah. That's new. That's a new feature in Mobile Legends. Welcome to Mobile Legends 7, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to Mobile Legends
7. Hyde. Wow, man, that's interesting because Hyde, what he did, he actually teleported not outside the map, but inside the bush. That was near outside the map. That was like Hyde having the edge there. If you know what I mean.
And
Yes.
the result is that you can't see it happening. So maybe we can see
Yeah.
more of that right now.
Yep.
Nevertheless, Vietnam is still trailing gold and want to catch this Claude, but it's not going to be enough. Now, instead, they want to go for Broly marches forward. BMI already committed. There's the blazing do it, and he did so much damage. Goes to the left side, man. He's safe. What a play coming out from Carl TZ. Broly will be punished, but they can all of them get in the way. Vietnam and Philippines, they committed a lot in the mid lane, but nobody died, man, Gene.
Yep, man. Team Vietnam, they had the right idea. Broly had the right idea that he really needs to get Carl TZ, but Carl TZ was so far away. But it's okay, because look at the discipline right here for Team Vietnam. Plus TZ again falling low. Team Vietnam holding on to their mid lane tower. So as Team Philippines. Wolf, it's already 10 minutes into the game. No one's taking towers. Dude, this is a huge bloodbath, and I can't wait for the Lord fight. I don't know, man. I think we're going to the late game.
He's stepping in, gonna be wrong jump coming up from Broly. RTC gets away, scot free. It's very unlikely for them to get the kill, however.
Yeah,
unless the maximum charge is there. Short range BMI, Carl TZ running away into safety now. A little bit of a tussle here in the mid lane. Broly gonna be seen and spotted out. Maximum charge. Turbo Frozen coming out from Rebo to come up with the first, but the burst from Broly is gonna be enough. Now Rebo in trouble, gonna be taken out by the mashup with the flicker as well, and they go for more. It comes the Tempest Blades down from TZ. Hide, you can't hide from Hide at this point. Lusty, even with the revitalize, he is taken out. Pio wants to go for a winter toucher, teleport away, out from Team Vietnam.
It was a bait. Debated.com that Vietnam. I don't know what is the shortcut to Vietnam, but man, Trung Trin, we all thought that was clutch from Rebo with the frigid breath, with the stun, but still Hyde, ladies and gentlemen, with the global presence, with this clutch rotation rings. It will give Vietnam the opportunity to take this advantage now with the free lord. And dude, Team Vietnam just outwitting Team Philippines. The system, ladies and gentlemen, it baited the download.
You can't defeat the system now. You can't download the system, Anjin. So it seems that's what Vietnam is saying to us now. They're leading by not much, but you know that the momentum is quite theirs. So they're still feeling it. At this point, Ling is still very strong, man, Gene.
Yeah, man. You know what? In terms of one-on-one, Carl TZ and Broly, it's an even matchup. But man, I think the disarm is way good, way too good from the Masha to counter out this Claude and bringing in damage. Team Vietnam now marching towards the mid. That is the pre-mid tier second tower, and they will now reset. But I think it is now clear, Wolf, that Team Vietnam is now leading by a huge margin.
Oh, to the bottom lane, that's Turbo Masha right at ya. That's from Team Vietnam, able to take out the turret so easily. Tokyo drifting Lusty, who will he find? He's actually so far away from his team. They pulled him in, and not much you can do about that for Team Philippines.
Yep. Team Philippines, all they need to do right now is be patient and wait for the right opportunity to strike the AOE Cold Destruction and the Claude ulti. As we said, their lineup is good in the late game, but man, Team Vietnam, actually we did not see any like 5-on-5 head-on wombo combo fights, Wolf. All we're seeing right now are confusing skirmishes, an eye for an eye exchange. But man, Team Vietnam, it seems like they really know when to back out, like every time, especially Broly.
That's right. This is Vietnam really showing us a little bit more mechanics now. For Lusty, they're just baiting this. For Philippines, you cannot fall for that. And they won't. Cartiki with the blink into it. It's gonna be caught by Broly, but Broly almost dying in there. In comes the maximum charge. Masha takes down the Claude. Will they pay for this? No, because they have the flicker as well as the saves coming out from Hyde. Maximum usage of this Louis. Very creative on how he uses it.
Carl TZ is now dead for 32 seconds. Wolf Hyde Can't hide from me. That's what he's saying, but here we go. That is, of course, the goal destruction from Doc Rebo. Carl TZ with the slam dunk 2. There's a double kill. Is this it? It's gonna be clutch once again. Room 3 running for slide. That is a side coming in from view. The chasm lip, well, he's chasing, but here comes the camera going upwards. We are now looking at T-Max, but nothing will happen as of the moment, as T-Max will probably survive this one. 2 heroes now dying for Team Vietnam. Dude, what happened? Rebo once again.
Yeah, Rebo happened. That's why. And then Flap TZ was able to follow up. The fact that they were caught by a 3-man freeze or frigid breath coming out from the Aurora, and then it's set up for a big falling star moon. Just really a sight for wonders. Imagine if Philippines are able to use the blaze and do it on top of it. That would be great.
That would be so great. I think that would be game.
That would be game.
Because Team Philippines, they don't have damage without Carl TZ back then. And man, Team Vietnam, I think that was a warning for Team Philippines. A warning to Team Vietnam that Team Vietnam, they need to be disciplined enough not to enter as 5 or as 3. Because Doc Rebo, he pulls up good. I mean, he pulls up wonderful cold destruction plays. Like, I think that was the third.
That's right.
The third frigid breath stun in the game that he is doing. And with this, I think the comeback potential for Team Philippines is still present.
All about the buff now. Look at this initiation. Broly was able to steal the purple buff. When is the Devil's Blades coming? Luigi already eliminated. That's very good for Philippines. Now Vietnam, they're feeling it. They wanna back down. That's Rainbow. No, he's coming on Rainbow. With a nice timing on the stun. A double kill coming out from the Esmeralda. Claudi's gonna be taken out. But it was the stun once again. Oh, it's gonna be taken out. Triple kill for Flap TZ. Thanks to Rebo's initiations once again. Always ready with that freeze against that Ling.
Doc Rebo is in, ladies and gentlemen. The Doctor is in the grand finals right now. This is so chilling.
That's right.
For Team Vietnam, they cannot really enter, but now Trung Trin targeting Rebo. Rebo now low. He will go for the flicker out. T-Max, he wants Rebo, but Rebo with the Winter Truncheon. It's so cold, dude, but he will eventually die. But mission accomplished for Rebo, because it was all part of the plan, as Trung Trin will also fall down. And right now, it's still Team Philippines regaining their composure and probably regaining this game.
Was kind of lost there, man, Gene. I'm sorry, a little bit of internet issues, but
it's
I'm
okay.
back. That was amazing to see. But the good thing is Vietnam was able to stop the Lord. That would be great for them. But Philippines, they have regained their composure indeed. They're still behind when it comes to gold. But that doesn't matter at all at 18 minutes in. It doesn't matter who gets the lead. Like 47K or 48K compared to 52K. That's nothing at this point because all of the imported cores have their imported items intact. Like for example, TZ having the Brute Force breastplate on top of the Genius Wand, the Calamity Reaper, the Holy Crystal, and all the stuff. All the stuff. I mean, to be able to punch in the damage. The Wind of Nature available now for the Cloud, making sure that he's gonna last against the Masha as well as the Ling. It's one thing that they really need to do right now.
Yeah, I think we're going to a point where the early game, the mid game doesn't matter. It's all about who presses well. It's all about the mechanical skills right now because we are now 18 minutes into the game. This is the ultra late game in Mobile Legends, ladies and gentlemen. And one factor to take in consideration, Wolf, is that Team Vietnam, they have the Turbo Masha. And the Turbo Masha, one way to play this is the split push ML. And man, Team Philippines, yes, they have the ability to probably catch up to the Masha, but I think the problem here is T-Max and Trung Trin. They're too tanky for the Philippines to take care of. So, man, I think they really need to like play this well and position themselves carefully on where to go and what to do.
Yeah. They say it's all about decision making at this point, Manjin. I think that's what they're trying to say. They cannot make a mistake. So once they do, whoever makes that mistake will automatically lose, man.
Because both of the teams now have sustain, like the Baksha, the Tams, the Esmeralda. It's the sustain game right now. It's the fighter meta right now. It's round per round team fights, as we say it.
Blow by blow.
It's blow by blow. We're going to round 12. That's what's gonna happen in the next team fight. So I think both of them will probably now play the macro game. You know what? Like control the equilibrium of the minions in every lane. And again, I think Team Vietnam they have the upper hand because they have the Luyi plus they have the Masha. Team Philippines, they only have like what the Claude, but the Claude really needs to get in the fight. So all they have is Lusty with this Baksha. They don't even have teleports too.
Double anti-cuirass on Vietnam means that this call will be far a little bit. There's a deadly blade as well, or sorry, the Sea Halberd. So I'm trying to say,
yes.
Available for the Masha. This is good. Late game items now coming up. And look at this from the lane, going for the Meteor. Rose Gold Meteor.
Rose Gold Meteor. Yeah, he wants to negate the burst damage from Doc Rebo and Flaptizi. This is such good item choice from Broly. And Doc Rebo is his first target. There's the Tempest of Blades, but the Blazing 2-Wet counter go from Carl Tizzy. It's just too real, but the rotation vacuum is there for the disengage. But Carl Tizzy will survive in the BMI. T-Max now falling low with a flitter of health. But there you go. That is the last hit from Broly. Sticking his sword to Carl Tizzy. It's 19-19, but 3 heroes will fall down for Team Vietnam as Flap Tizzy will play the vengeance game for his ally. Team Philippines, they won the team fight, but look at the bottom lane right now. Wolf, TJ try.
He knows that that the fight is already over. That was a weird initiation coming up from Vietnam. They were good with it though.
Yes.
And at this counter attack, they were amazing with it. Oh, look at this. Lord taken by Philippines. He did try in a good spot. Can he steal this? Oh, he showed himself. Now he's gonna be the target for Philippines. Hyde is here as well. Oh, going for the Timberbank shutdown coming up from T2Z. And they pulled it together. Massive the damage. Takes down 2, but few survives for a bit. It goes Lusty as well. They wanna go for Hyde. Hyde will shut down Phil. My goodness, this man is unstoppable against the triple.
Oh!
And they get the Lord on top of it. My goodness, Hyde.
You can't hide from Hyde.
The best Louis in the world right now.
No matter what you go, where you go, no matter what you do, I will find you and we will steal the Lord. Team Vietnam, Hyde, ladies and gentlemen. Clutch. Clutch. Just so clutch coming in from Hyde.
You have to record that video if whoever wants to learn how to play the Louis. That's it. That's how you play it now. Blazing, do it, get abused. BMI, look at this. They're actually waiting for Kautizi. Kautizi decides not to go for the BMI. There's a little bit of smart play from Kautizi, but it's already cornered. Everybody has got tagged him. Kautizi gone. 7 deaths on this man means that Philippines will find it harder to defend. They will have to rely on the Esmeralda at this point. Can they defend Manjin?
This is the ultimate Filipino defense, but the offense from Team Vietnam is just way too much. Another rotation ring, another vacuum from Hyde. And is that the play that we're looking for? Hyde, Team Vietnam right now pummeling Team Philippines down. Is this game number 1? 5 health bars still alive, 5 red health bars. And the Lord is still alive. Too few just targeting the minions here. Doc Rebo is the only one left. What can he do? What can the doctor do? There's no medicine to cure this. Team Vietnam getting game number 1.
Top of legends, man, from Team Vietnam. A lot of very good initiations. And even Philippines, man, they were so good with it. And I'm actually just surprised. You know what? I'm so amazed of what happened that I turned into a radio wave, man. That's how good this team was.
Yeah, man, you became part of the system.
I am part of the system now.
Yeah, you became data, bro.
Yes, I'm nothing but data now.
You're data now. Yeah, I'm talking to a bot right now.
Right.
Talking to a bot because again, Team Vietnam was so on point. was so in sync. And I think our friend Rob Luna has something to say. Rob Luna, are you there?
Yes, I'm definitely here, and it looks like Hyde is the man of the hour. Man, that was the best Loyi plays I've ever seen so far. And oh my god, I'm actually speechless on how he actually plays the Loyi. Yes, Broly was amazing. Broly is amazing. Flap TC on the other hand for Team Philippines, and Rebo in connection with it is really doing great. Somehow Carl TZ didn't match up to what we're used to expect. I guess it's not really about Carl TZ. It's look like Team Vietnam is they know what to do on their specific heroes. Like for example, Carl TC most of the time goes in, of course, with a BMI doing his thing. Then you can see that the Jawhead is just waiting for him to go back. That's the time he will use the Unstoppable Force. They're putting a lot of pressure on Carl TZ, and they did they did the correct play, as I may say. And somehow, Rebo doing a great job in disengaging and engaging as well. But yeah, man, Gene, how is it? I mean, the cold never bothered Rebo anyway, just like you said. I've heard that, man. So what do you think? This is, having a first loss most of the time in the grand finals might affect you on the longer run. What do you think gonna be the Team Philippines reset on this match?
You know what? Knowing Team Philippines, I think they're ready for game number 2. It was so tight, the game. You don't really know who's gonna win. It was 50-50. Again, like what I've said, I think their draft is quite similar. I just think that Team Vietnam has the range advantage, the initiation, the movement speed advantage because of the Masha and the global presence of Hyde. So I also think that Rebo and Hyde were playing quite similar. They're being safe. But in terms of scaling, I think Loyi just outscales the Aurora in the late game, because both of them they're doing like clutch stuns, clutch crowd controls to come back from a team fight. But man, on that last Lord fight, Hyde, he was just manning up and he was just like, hey, press this.
Yes, definitely.
And he won the fight.
Of course. But actually, I've been hearing the draft is already on its way. But I would like to put something here. If we could go back a day before, or at least during the Team Myanmar versus Team Philippines, what I saw how Team Philippines dominated Team Myanmar is that Rebo and Few switched their roles. Rebo went on the side lane, meanwhile Few goes on the position 4 role, the mage support, most likely like the Selena and so. Yeah. And I think that really works well for them, at least for the way they draft. But somehow they switch it back to the way they played it on their upper bracket finals. But I don't know how, but that's how I see it. But yeah, Wolf, are you already okay?
Yes, okay? I am still a bot, man.
Yes, still a bot, more than willing bot, because the draft is already on its way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 5 series. 1 down for the Team Philippines. Will they be able to come back on the second game? Manjin and Wolf, take it away.
This is where we say this is just game 1. And thank you so much, Rob Luna, for giving us the intro. And now I'm back. No longer
You're back, man. You're back. Yeah.
Vietnam, I don't see them changing it up. I think that Manji, what they're gonna do now is to don't fix what's not broken. That's for Vietnam. They will ban out the Selena. They will take the Loyi if they can. They will get the Kimi or the Masha. It's not gonna be changing up until such time where Philippines are able to defeat Vietnam. If all of a sudden they win a match, maybe that's when they change it up. Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of change, I think Team Philippines, they need to respect the Loyi pick now, or they need to respect Hyde's pool, because he's playing really well. It's either they ban it or they counter pick it. Because right now, Team Vietnam, it's looking like another setup for the Loyi, or probably a Farsa pick for them too. Because right now the Selena is banned, so it means that Team Philippines, they have like lesser options to control the jungle here. So what is going to be the priority of Team Philippines? Ling is open for both of the teams.
Ling is open. I don't think Vietnam will pick it though. I think they can go like Esmeralda first.
Esmeralda first,
I see
right?
them prioritize. Or maybe the FAM since it's available. I think that for Vietnam, they don't necessarily prioritize their cores.
Yeah,
especially when it's a first pick because you can easily counter it with Phil from Team Philippines.
Kufra maybe?
Yeah, Kufra is available, so that means they will go Ling instead. Okay, so this means Philippines will secure Kufra, and they will win up with the Esmeralda surely. Yeah.
Kufra.
There you go. There you go. Because the Kufra is their best counter to the Ling. Plus, again,
absolutely,
they love the Esmeralda pick right now in the side lanes. It can transition to a carry in the late game. So also, but there is the Jawhead once again to match up with it.
I think they will go Jawhead X-Borg or Tams.
Tams.
So Tams makes a lot of sense. This Jawhead is a flex pick still because we don't know if it will be an offlane or a support like in the previous one. Nevertheless, they played it sensationally well, and they are so masterful with it. And I'm not gonna be surprised if they do pick up the Jawhead early on. Which kind of tells us that Philippines maybe they'll secure their carry at this point. They snatch the Farsa, and then maybe they ban out the Louis at this point.
Yeah, that is probably the plan, Wolf.
That's the plan. It's smart.
Yeah, the Sicilian is the only one left for that mage carry role. I don't know that Hyde uses, but they opened up the Louis and they respected the Masha pick.
Nice, very nice respect coming out from Philippines. Vietnam, who will they ban? Maybe something like Carry or Bruno or any other core that will be a problem for them. Lancelot, yep. Seeing as if Vietnam doesn't have much control on that specific hero.
Is this a Kimi pick though for Philippines? I'm quite curious because the Parsa goes well with the Kimi, but I'm not used to see them using the Kimi. Also, there's your carry, Wolf. There's your carry.
Very smart ban coming out from Vietnam. Hayabusa would have been perfect. It's gonna eliminate the Ling. It's great versus the Thams because if you dive for the Thams can pop the Hot Earth Inferno because you're just gonna have the shadow kill ready for you. So it's very smart from Vietnam. There's the Cho to finish off with the combo on this Ling. Be good. So Louis is still gonna be there. I think they're gonna combo this up with something like an Atlas or a Grok.
Atlas.
This is a big combo. If there's a fatal links into that rotation vacuum, from the, I think the term is
Yeah, you will get pulled pulled all throughout into the galaxy. It's like a black hole,
Yeah, it is.
Double pull.
It's called duality. It's actually his or her.
Your team is picking.
Hello, Wolf. Okay, Wolf is now on the Winter Truncheon state. So I will continue the picks and bans, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be the Lancelot once again for the pick here of Team Philippines. Meanwhile, the Louis is again present in the side of Team Vietnam. So like what we've said, the Lancelot was the only one left for Team Philippines to choose from in their carries. So it's going to be the Battle of the Blades. It's Ling versus Lancelot. As we are now waiting for Wolf to come back, I think Hellkurt just ulted in his place. So yeah, here we go. This is game number 2 of the grand finals of the Razer SEA-Invitational. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, people in the chat. Please bear with us as I wait for my partner to go back online. This is technology, but it's okay. Go ahead and just put in your comments and probably talk to me as we will help you in this show right now. So this is it. I think Team Vietnam. They are actually aware that Team Philippines is probably gonna use the Lancelot pick here. So I think that's their plan. They're baiting out again Team Philippines. I think Team Philippines, they tried to drive the draft, but Team Vietnam, I think they're one step ahead with the last 2 picks. So we shall see. I don't know, man. I think both of these guys have good drafts. It's another 50-50 game for me. It's quite similar in a way in terms of damage, in terms of crowd control too. But I think Team Vietnam's lineup is easier to pull off because it is a classic Ling funnel strat against a Lancelot. Not really sure. Yeah, probably that's the plan. Because in the late game, Ling versus Lancelot, I think it really depends on who's gonna enter first. But yeah, because both of them can dodge out a skill, but it really depends on the timing, right? What's interesting is that Lancelot's Thorn Draws, I think it's not an ultimate, unlike Ling's ultimate. So yeah, we shall see what's going to happen. Go ahead and put in your comments and support your country there on the stream. Please do share the stream as well. We are live in Team Razer's Facebook page. There you go. Please share it and support your favorite team. Shout out to the people here in the Philippines, and shout out to the people in Vietnam. Vietnam right now for the newcomers in the game. For this update, Team Vietnam, they won game number 1. It is a best of 5 series, and with that, I think Vietnam has heated up. Hello, Wolf.
Hello.
Are you back? Here.
Yes, I am. I don't understand why there's a lot of tech issues lately.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's okay, dude.
That's how strong our participants are. I mean, our finalists.
It affects the internet. It
affects everything, right?
It affects everything. Yeah, man.
Weird.
You know what? Hellkurt was not picked, but Hellkurt was there in your house.
That's right. The Dark Knight Falls, right?
Dark Knight Falls. Earlier, you actually popped your Winter Truncheon. That was nice.
Yeah, I'm showing off how to use your skills and items in real life. So hopefully, I show you something else later. So I've already had the Winter Truncheon and then the Dark Knight Falls. I've also turned into Jawhead. So I don't know what's next. Hopefully, it's gonna be good, Majin.
Yeah. Don't worry, man. I'm with you. All right. Right now, I'm gonna use the diversion ultimate of Louis. Want me to use it? Want me to use it?
All right.
Later. I'm gonna show you later. Yeah.
All right.
I'm practicing it.
All right. So, actually, man, I was able to kind of catch up on what the viewers are saying, and man, we're so surprised of that Louis play, and they're saying that he's already like the top global level, and I definitely agree. I think that's a amazing display coming out from Hyde, and time and time again we were seeing a lot of good plays from this man. Kind of inspired me to play later. Maybe we can play a little bit later, no, Manji?
Probably, yeah, man. We can probably do screams, you know.
Yep.
By the way, shout out to the strongest team ever, globally, internationally. It's just not known. Zen Esports. It's not known yet. But yeah,
not yet, but it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
Shout out, that's our team, guys. Don't worry.
So, imagine I wasn't able to watch like the end of the draft.
Yeah, man. It was the Lancelot. Lancelot, last pick. I think we predicted it at that they will go for the Lancelot.
That's right.
I also said that Team Vietnam, they actually know that it was coming.
Mm-hmm.
They know that the Lancelot was coming, so they secured themselves with crowd control and a little bit of sustain with their Atlas pick. So yeah, like what you've said, it's going to be the Louis Masha.
Yeah, it's their comfort picks, to say the least. It's one that they're gonna show it once again. This time, what I don't like about Vietnam is that it kind of doesn't feel like what Vietnam wants to do, but particularly because the match was already banned, and the fact that it was the first pick Ling. So honestly, if I'm gonna bet on one draft, I think that the Philippines draft is pretty solid. I'm only saying this because of the fact that I've watched a lot of Vietnam games, and when I see them, they always go for pushes. They always go for those lineups that they will always have a take on the objective, but this time it's not present.
Yeah.
So this kind of scares me a little bit for the side of Vietnam.
You know what, Wolf? I think that is a valid point because looking at it, for Team Vietnam, it's like one-sided play style. It's just funnel the Ling because we have four tanky heroes that supports the Ling. Unlike the Philippines, you can go for their for the distraction with the Cho 2, for the misdirection plays, for the 2-on-1s, for the skirmishes because they also have a Lancelot. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, wait, what was the pick? What was the second pick? Yeah, the Esmeralda and the Cupra can actually pull off surprise attacks from behind and from up front. I think Team Philippines, they have lots of options on how to strategically win this. But for Team Vietnam, their win condition is easy to say and easy to do. Just get the Ling farmed and Ling will take over.
I guess what you're trying to say, it's it's one-dimensional. It always goes one way.
Yeah.
And we don't like that for Team Vietnam because they always want to go there for this systematic way of playing Mobile Legends, just showing up with the objectives. So this is a different flavor for us. But then again, Manji, this is a 5-game stretch. This is a best of 5 series. Maybe there's some strats that Team Vietnam will want to use for now, like this particular team fight lineup. I'm not saying this because I don't trust them. I promise, man. They can execute this. They can win with this. It's not impossible. In fact, it's very much possible at this point. It's just that this is out of my taste, and Brenny Sports might be able to beat them to the punch.
It seems seems like their lineup is the lineup of last month's meta, right?
Yeah.
But except the fact that there's a Luyi. But yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Man, and exciting. I think that we're still paused and they're still waiting for the game to actually start. Guys, do chill out. Just stay with us. We're gonna be casting all the way. But for now, we want to make sure that we are providing the best experience for the players, so that we are just making it sure that there will be no lags, no whatsoever that will stop this particular game that we have. So
go ahead. It's time for you guys to grab your snacks and call your friends. Right now, probably you're not with your friends, or you can have a group chat or a group call and watch the stream. Share it with your friends, and you can probably talk and learn a lot of great Mobile Legends maneuvers, or learn a lot, learn more strategies. Learn moves. Because if I'm not mistaken, Wolf, after this Razer SEA-Invitational, it's gonna be quite long since we're going to have another international event, right?
Yeah. So there are people here who are actually wondering, why did they ban out the Masha? Masha is not the best in the meta whatsoever. But you have to take note that when we go to international levels of competitive play, when we go to high level of play, sometimes you don't really ban out heroes just because the meta dictates that it's bad. Sometimes it's because you respect your opponent so much to ban it out.
Yep.
Inside of Vietnam, they have been getting away with the mashup for quite too long.
Yeah.
And they are going to be taken up for sure. So that's Philippines respecting them. And I think that we're back in the game, man, Gene.
Yeah. Here we go, dude. Both of the teams mimicking each other for the first 30 seconds. Who will get the first clear? It's going to be Team Philippines. You know what? That millisecond of you guys getting the first wave clear means a lot. Because with this, the Cho right now, Flaptizi can go for the steal on the orange buff, and Team Philippines now having the purple buff. So Rebo trying to contest Hyde from assisting Broly here.
One thing that we have not seen, the Joy was already working on the orange buff and was able to take it. It's Flaptizi trying to do the same, but T-Max is there to make sure that they are going to be able to do it. Philippines, they badly wanted this. But it comes to Team Vietnam, who will take this. Oh no, Flaptizi draw first blood going on to hide. Now Few in trouble. So much damage coming out from Vietnam. In fact, they'll get a double kill. Fortunately for Philippines, they'll be able to secure the orange buff, but they have lost 2 members in the process, so that's not good at all.
Oh, I think Team Vietnam, they took advantage of the miscommunication play for Team Philippines, because I think what Team Philippines was doing there is they don't know if they will engage on hide or not in the top lane. So with that, they realized, hey, Flaptizi is trying to steal. The Tams contested it, and Tams was like, hey, they're going in the bottom lane, go ahead and defend it. So with that, Tung, Bro, Lee, and Team Vietnam, they got 2 free kills. Wolf.
Yeah. Nevertheless, Manjin Philippines is still leading when it comes to the economy and in terms of the XP so heavily because of the fact that Vietnam are actually moving us 4. And in terms very early teleportation from Hyde, very weirdly done there. I didn't know why they opted to go for it. They actually go 2 masks this time, Manjin.
Yep.
This is the first time I'm seeing this.
They want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They want to do it. They want to give the farm to Broly. But by the way, Wolf, it was actually Carl Tizzy getting the orange buff in the bottom side. So it doesn't matter. Like, even though Team Vietnam got 2 kills, probably that's why Team Philippines is still like leading by 100 gold. So yeah, man. In terms of tempo, Team Philippines, they're driving the car right now.
That's right.
And Team Vietnam is riding it. There you go. That is the bait coming in from Team Philippines. Nice. We have the dragon plus another rage. No, the way. Yeah. There you have it. Team Philippines with a good pick up against Broly.
That was amazing. They catch Broly. That's the first death on the lane. They parked 3 members around that area. And they were able to get that important kill onto the funnel of Team Vietnam, which is Broly. But this is the second round of buffs. Look at Carl Tizzy already working his way onto the orange buff, onto the bottom lane. Kind of frees up the top lane orange buff though. But this means that Philippines will have the better firepower when the fight does happen. In fact, they will snag a kill. It's gonna be Few. This time, this is what Rob mentioned. When Few is picking up and playing the support, they are winning. Because Few, as the captain for Team Philippines, is able to command his team like a quarterback. More easier when he is playing as the support.
I think Few is more comfortable in playing this utility supports that can land the damage because he knows how to play the carry too. Meanwhile, as I say this, he will get spotted out by Broly, but he will fly away as he will leave Flaptizi behind. But Flaptizi is gonna be a-okay. So Broly will just target the scrap coin, and there you go. No casualties. Wolf 2-2. Nonetheless, Wolf, I just want to say that right now, Carl Tizzy is having the time of his life. Now leading by 800 gold against the Ling. In the situation, Carl Tizzy will get his first item first rather than Broly.
In fact, Broly's not catching a break. He's underfarmed as a Ling. No matter what you say, you're not comfortable. Go for Rebo, but Rebo is an Esmeralda, gets away into safety. Thorn Rose in combination with the Kufra. Nicely done coming from Vietnam. They have eliminated the Atlas, but it comes to Tempest of Blades. They have caught the Kufra. Rebo in trouble as well. Rebo is gonna be taken out by the Tham Scout. TC chased down by T-Max. Nice Thorn Rose to dodge some of those skill shots, and Vietnam will finally get their much-awaited break, getting 2 kills. Not the kill on Carl Tizzy though, so that's one thing that Vietnam failed to do. Nevertheless, Vietnam at least gets important kills.
Yeah, it was a value trade as well. Team Philippines, what's interesting here is Carl Tizzy is still alive, and look, Wolf, he is now at level 10 in the alley-oop! The Tizzy brothers!
Oh my!
The Tizzy brothers once again!
They brought it
down! Yeah.
Man, such beautiful play. By the way, Flaptizi, for the longest time, has been the top show of the Philippines. And Well, he was already overtaken, but at a certain point in time, for a long time actually, Lusty with the jump, catches two. Now that's the Atlas in trouble, taken out. Broly with a very nice dodge in there, but Luigi is gonna suffer the death. Now Lusty, he pummeled down a little bit, falling somewhere far too forward, but they still take the joy. Nautilus. In comes T-Max, Counter and Inferno popped. Not much control and damage. In fact, Tordos hurts so much that Team Vietnam would have to be back a bit. Philippines will secure the turret as well.
We've talked about this earlier. The initiations from Team Philippines can come from everywhere, from the side, from in front, from I don't know, from downward. Man, first of all, we've seen the TZ show, the TZ brothers in the bottom lane, the alley-oop play, and then what's next? Lusty said, hey, I can do that too. I can pull up surprise initiations too, with the Tyrant's Revenge and with the combo of his trusty partner, Rebo. Team Philippines now controlling the tempo, and Team Vietnam on a sticky predicament, Wolf, because again, they're Tong Broly is just out-farmed.
Oh, look at this.
He's still at level 9.
No man's land, but does have the dashes as well as the Thornrose. Gets away so easily against Team Vietnam. And there's not much control of Vietnam at this time. I mean, they have the Atlas, but we aren't seeing any initiation yet from Trong Trin. And that's what they need. They're behind by a lot, Vietnam, and not seeing any other way for them but to win with fatal links against their opponent.
I think because if you're Trong Trin and you are the Atlas, your only option to get for Team Philippines is gonna be few. Because Flap can kick you out, the Esmeralda can steal your shield, the Arteezy can dodge with the Thorn Rose, Lusty can also outplay you with the Bouncing Ball and the Tyrant's Revenge. So who will you choose? The few is too far away for you to reach.
And they are being zoned out heavily by their opponents. Slap TZ is able to push the turret on top. Trong Trin is a little bit forward now. And see the items now falling in place for the side of Team Philippines. It's looking that good.
Yeah, look at the gold of Broly right now, just completing his endless battle. But there you go, another surprise attack for Team Philippines in the top lane, getting the try. 24 seconds onto the death timer. 4 to 8, ladies and gentlemen. I think Team Philippines are now setting up for their Lord take.
Double heptasis for Philippines on this show as well as this Lancelot. They really want to prioritize getting the burst up. So instead of going for the usual BOD or other items that you're up, Philippines opted to go for the very massive burst in the early stage of the game.
They want kills. They want blood. They smell blood, and they smell the blood of the Atlas. That is another kill coming in from Team Philippines. Make that 2 from few. Team Philippines on a roll.
And look at this, what they're doing. It doesn't matter who get the kills or whatnot. As long as they provide the burst, they the storm in front. They put it all together. Everything, they throw it up and make it sure that Vietnam, whoever gets caught by the stun, is going to be taken out so easily by Philippines, bringing it home. 11-4, man, Jane, and they're looking really good into taking this series to a 1-1.
Definitely, man. This is a vintage Bren for Team Philippines. Just being aggressive every minute, trying to find kills in every angle, in every edges of the map. And it's now 4-11, dude. 5 seconds. The Lord is now up. It is free for the taking of Team Philippines. The question is for Team Vietnam, how can they pull up the damage? Because right now, Broly, dude, is still having this dilemma. Because like what we've said, their lineup is one-dimensional. Without the damage of Broly, how can they kill?
I don't know, man. It's 0-1-3 for this Ling. He didn't have the bounty hunter, so it's not that dependent. But the fact of the matter is, Philippines is leading by so much. And I think that we had a lot of doubts with the lineup of Vietnam, that it doesn't look like it's a lineup that Vietnam will win, or at least will be comfortable playing with, and that's the Lord. Easily taken out. T-Max caught, and we did say that whoever gets caught with a stun, immediately taken out. That's because of the massive heptasis combo from Philippines.
You're picking them one by one, bro.
Yep.
And is this another one? DJ Khaled, ladies and gentlemen. Flap Easy is also here, but the Flinch Boys will save the life of Broly. Broly having a little bit of breather there, almost dying. Man, Philippines right now, when they come at you, they're just gonna like kill you immediately with a snap. And it's still 11 minutes in, Wolf. They're now preparing for the Lord push.
It's gonna go there now. Slowly marching forward to the mid. That's the Lord. And look at the formation of Team Philippines. They're always outside of Team Vietnam. They aren't letting out. You have to take note of Lusty's positioning on the right side. Fatal Links. We haven't seen a good one in a while, and it's actually Purified just to counter it. So that's we were waiting for the Fatal Links for far too long, and it was very disappointing in the end. It's like a movie that you've been waiting for, but it's very bad now. They punish him and they take him out. Surely, Manjin.
It got suspended. It's
That's
2020 all over again for Team Vietnam. They want to have a LAN event, but again, it got suspended. The Fatal Links, ladies and gentlemen, was the event. And Team Philippines, they want to even up this series. Now getting T-Max. There's still 5 men left. The towers are now falling down. That is the Feather Airstrike from the support. Here comes the perfect match, but it won't do anything. Lusty pumping it up, and Team Philippines will push the top lane tower. They will discipline themselves. They will back out. They will disengage, and I think we are getting near the end.
We're getting near there. Thornrose in the middle with the Feather Airstrike. So much Fatal Links is good, but no follow-up whatsoever. And everybody from Team Philippines is still alive. They've taken out 2. Well, that's just one. I mean, it's Atlas. Lusty finally falling. So the good trade from Team Vietnam, but they will trade with the Luigi. And now, the kill onto the Joy. The Joy will be shut down. Broly now marches forward. Look at the damage from Kautizi. To the left, to the right, to every angle that you have. This is a triangle for Kautizi. Triangle offense. Paying off. Well, of course, game number 4 at least. It's a 1-1. Best of 5 finals that we have, Manjin.
Team Philippines is unfazed. After game number 1, it seems like it's still a stalemate.
Yeah,
and now they resetted it. It's now a BO3. Dude, you know what? I'm preparing myself. I actually want to make coffee again.
Why not?
I don't know if our director can allow us, but shout out to Rob Luna because he prepared 3 cups of coffee already. Rob Luna, how's your coffee, dude?
Well, speaking of my coffee, is already empty right now on the mug, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen. So I've already consumed 3 cups of coffee in this one big mug. But what is big for this game is that, man, Team Philippines from 0 to hero to game number 2, and just like, oh my God, I did say it before in the draft. Few going for the mage support is one of the best thing that Team Philippines did on this specific game. I mean, Rebo is amazing on the Aurora on the game number 1, but if our intel is correct, Few was the captain of this team, and he was the one to do the shot calls. It's for me at least, it's hard for you to do a shot call if you're on the side lane or on the off lane because you think for yourself first. But when you're on a mage support, you actually look on the map around 80% of the time because you go on the rotation. But yes, so from the best of 5, we are now down to a best of 3. But we will be helping your excitement to our viewers here on the stream right now because we might be having a few commercial break just to bring the hype up. But before we head on the break, do you have final thoughts before we head on the break?
Oh man, just straight up ban out the Masha, win the game for Philippines. But also apart from that, for Vietnam, they have to go back to their roots. Whatever works for their systematic way of approaching Mobile Legends, that's the way to go for them to win the championship. But man, congrats to Philippines finally breaking that losing streak against Vietnam. It was already a 3-0, like a running win score for them.
That was their first. That was definitely their first win against Team Vietnam.
That's right.
And oh man, now all the caffeine is just going outside my body right now. But Manjin, I guess you also need your coffee. But before you actually make yours, what's gonna be on? Do you have anything else to say before we actually head on to a commercial break? So you could also catch your bet because you were shouting so hype on that match.
You know what? I just want the people to prepare themselves because, again, I think we're going all the way.
Do you think we'll be having a game number 5?
Yeah, because it's for the ratings. It's for the ratings.
It's all for Mr. Valdez.
Yeah, it's all for Mr. Valdez. Yeah, because the commissioner of the Razer SEA-Invitational will also like it. Because earlier we had a best of 5, straight 5 games for Dota.
Yes.
And I also think that I also wish that ML will have it too for the ratings, man.
Yes. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I will be having our caster to take a few breaks so they could be able to catch their breath and be ready because, again, like I've said, best of 5 now to best of 3. Of course, who will be taking home the highest pride and glory for the very first Razer SEA-Invitational 2020? We will be having a commercial break. Don't go away.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, go, go Dragon.
Strength and courage will be eulogized in the galaxy. Faith is my unbreakable sword.
this isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
You have slain an enemy! Killing spree! Monster kill! Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy! Mega kill! Legendary!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Love playing games. You're always hunting for the best deals. Now,
Like what I've said, ladies and gentlemen, just a very short break because once again, we're back here on the grand finals of the Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. We're down to a best of 3 from the best of 5. Team Philippines did make a comeback on game number 2, but will they be able to go on that certain momentum just by doing a few changes on their draft? We will be seeing it in a very short while, but I would like to ask here on the stream, right, of course, our amazing casters, Manjin and Wolf, how are you guys doing? Have you had your coffee ready?
Not yet.
Not yet, actually. Unfortunately, I tended to other stuff first. I drank a lot of water. That's one thing, and also went to the toilet and had myself ready for this because this is gonna be a stretch. I told myself, man, you should expect the worst. Wolf, expect this to go to a game 5, so better be prepared for it.
Yes, well, I guess, expect the unexpected. You have something to say, Manjin.
Yeah. You know what? I was preparing my coffee, but I did not make it, so I'm just drinking warm water. Warm water all the way. Let's go.
farm water all the way. Well, that actually helps, to be honest. I mean, if you were been casting, doing a straight cast and you having like a coffee, for the viewers, of course, for you guys to know, if you have coffee, do you actually having a hard time? I mean, it's like something in your throat that have been holding up. Is that happening to you guys?
Yeah, how to say this? I always try to stay away from very like ice blended drinks because I don't wanna destroy my throat.
My bedroom voice, Wolf. Do you actually agree with me, guys, that Wolf sounded so sexy whenever he cast? I mean, at
oh
least,
my goodness.
No, something. I'm straight. I'm definitely straight. But I'm gonna say that's a bedroom voice for Wolf. But let's go ahead and check because the draft is ready on its way. I'll be leaving you to these two amazing casters, Manjin and Wolf. We have a game number 3. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Rob. I was gonna say though that my celebration for big cast, because we usually finish our events during Sundays, my go-to celebration is go for ice cream because that's when I know that I can already get your cold treats because the cast is already over. Manjin, will we celebrate? Will Philippines celebrate this time or Vietnam? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know, dude, because it's an even ball game. It's really hard to predict this. You know what? I think we're not being biased here. Yes, we're from the Philippines. Probably our hearts tell us to support a Filipino team. But man, Team Vietnam, you know what? It's not easy to like turn yourselves against them because there's just playing strong ML. Yeah. Dude, the last time we've seen these guys was in M1, but right now they improved so much and they're giving us a show. So yeah, I'm just hoping that we see amazing plays, that we see Game 5.
Okay,
there you go. Kufra perspective.
Ryo Kufra, because they know that Link can easily be picked up by Vietnam. Let's see if Vietnam will pick this up. A mashup priority ban now for the Philippines, which prompts the Esmeralda Uranus, I think, from Vietnam. It makes total sense now. But with just the Uranus, maybe they can come up with a Thams or a Jawhead. This is their go-to heroes that they always wanted to have. And that's one thing that I will not be surprised to see from Vietnam. The Ling still going for the Ling, man. The madman, the madman from Vietnam, man.
And now this is an Esmeralda for Team Philippines. There you go. Ooh, same lineup.
Oh yeah.
It's the same lineup for Team Philippines. The Cho here is open too.
Yep.
And I think this you know what, Team Philippines, they know that the Link pick is coming because it's either Team Vietnam goes for the Esmeralda Uranus or the Joel Uranus, and then Team Philippines will steal the Link.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen. So this is like so huge for Team Philippines. I think they won phase 1. The question here for Team Vietnam, this is gonna be a crucial ban for them. What do you think? I think it needs to be the Cho. It needs to be the Cho.
Yeah, I think the Cho. Yeah, I agree. I think Cho. It's either they bat it out or they take it for themselves. They know that Lancelot is much more crucial for their victory. I like this Philippines just straight up banning out all the comfort picks from Vietnam, Popo, Masha, as well as this Louis. Now Vietnam, will they go for the Cho themselves? It's the big question mark now, because if Philippines are able to secure the Cho, it's gonna be just literally a repeat of the previous game. I mean, without the land, perhaps.
Yep.
So what are they gonna do with this? I think Sicilian is one of their heroes that they pick, but they go export. Like the export, much better.
There you go. Finally, a different hero that we're seeing. What's interesting here, because the Team Philippines said, there you go. This was the difference from the previous game. Because Team Vietnam, they banned out the Hayabusa in the previous game. So I think they're respecting this one for Team Philippines. Because again, the Hayabusa can actually catch the Ling in the later stages and can match up to the tempo. Yeah. So wow, there you go, Wolf. The Cho once again. So the only difference is it's gonna be either the Hayabusa or the Lancelot for Team Philippines. Meanwhile, what's the answer? There you go.
Man, this is such a good draft from Philippines. I hope that Vietnam is prepared for something else. Because honestly, their lineup is looking so good. Vietnam, they will heavily rely on the tank ability of this Uranus, but it can be easily be melted down by the Philippines. Plus the fact that the Hayabusa is there, it's a problem for X-Borg, it's a problem for Ling, it's a problem for Valer. And it's a really scary draft from Philippines. I think Vietnam aren't prepared for this lineup from Brenny Sports, or at least for Philippines, and it's easy for them to lose this. Man,
you know what? I think for Vec Fantasy main, what they need to do right now is to prepare their fingers, because they need to fight as in right now, as in like the first 10 seconds of the game. Stop playing it safe right now, because I agree with you, because the Hayabusa, the way to counter it is it's just like the Ling. You shut it down, don't let it get farmed for the first 5 minutes, and then you will match up with the damage. I think that's it.
Whew. It's going to be a tussle now for sure for both teams. Definitely Philippines will have an easier time as we expected, because this is like literally the repeat of what happened in game 1.
Yeah.
Be different for Broly. Is game number 2 just a rain check for the side of Vietnam? We'll see. On to match number 3 of this best of 5 series, the grand finals for the Razer Southeast Asia Invitational Mobile Legends action, Vietnam versus Philippines. And we are seeing a different angle now, Manjin.
There you go. Look inside the Imperial Palace, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, this is the Imperial Sanctuary. I was mistaken. So yeah, it's 1-1. Dude, the question is, does the Philippines have already downloaded the system? Can they break the system? It is still 1-3-1, and Team Vietnam will get the first wave clear, and they will now transition into the top lane. We'll give this thing this little wanderer, and probably next the purple buff. Carl TZ again, getting his own purple buff. But man, Vietnam!
Double lethal wanderer. That's right.
Double lethals. There you go.
This kind of means that they won't have that much. This will not be the fastest, but at least Broly, if it comes out on top, he's gonna be level 3. Also goes with TZ now with the clearing that minion wave, is having so much of a good time now on this Hayabusa.
Yeah.
But now the bigger clash, it's gonna have an arrow, the orange buff. Now Lusty gonna be forced out. TZ gonna be caught there. But who secures it? It's actually the Ling. In comes Freeball, but that Evan is finally available just in time from Team Vietnam.
Man, just like what we've said, play fire with fire. You know what's interesting that happened is that Fiu actually waited for Broly to get his own orange, but he did not buff. He did not expect for Team Vietnam to steal Team Philippines' buff. So with that, Fiu was so far away with his allies, and Team Vietnam took the opportunity, took advantage for that team fight. Meanwhile, Wolf,
oh no, they jump for Lusty this time. TC is gonna be safe because he does have the quad shadow himself. That TC though is actually so underleveled on this show. In fact, it's not looking good, Manjin, when it comes to the economy for Philippines. Vietnam obviously leading by a lot. T-Max, or wow, that was Lusty guessing, but they're out there.
Because I think the Hayabusa, it doesn't like get farmed quickly. Like it doesn't kill jungle creeps quickly. Unlike Team Vietnam, because Team Vietnam, they got 2 Little Wanderers, while Carl TZ was still farming the purple buff. He has the retribution, yes, but there's only 2 of them getting that. And let's see, the bouncing ball, it's not enough to get to kill the Little Wanderer. So with this, Team Vietnam, Broly, this is his revenge from game number 1. It's going to be a fight. Whoa.
They didn't respect the fact that Farza is already there. Also, Flap TZ is level 4, so a lot of ultimates there committed by Team Vietnam. Tempest of Blades though, is Broly gonna get a kill? No! Oh, what a good dodge! He actually dodges so well. Now Pew and Flap TZ will combine and try to go for the lane. Carl TZ almost out, but will be safe. Broly still running away. Pew almost with his feathered airstrike, so they have to respect that. But boy oh boy, Team Philippines with a big recovery, getting 2 important kills.
Yeah, Man, we all thought that Team Vietnam is now leading, but with that specific team fight, I think they were also too deep. They were fighting inside, in between the first tower and the second tower in the mid lane. So with that, that's extra damage. Plus, they catch like all of Yu's feather airstrike. That was a narrow vicinity to be in. If you are Team Vietnam and Team Philippines, they're back at it. It's now even. Wolf, Team Philippines leading by 200. Meanwhile, Vietnam getting a free turtle.
It's a free turtle indeed, which kind of puts their economy up. This is what happened in the previous game too. The difference is that Broly was heavily controlled in the previous game. This time he's getting a lot of farm, but not as much as Curtis. This is really what amazes me about Curtis is the way he farms. He's almost able to get the farm any time of the day, even after being behind against his opponents.
He's a farmer.
He's a big farmer.
He works hard. Yeah, works hard.
That's right.
Getting the experience and getting the gold to carry his team. Again, the child wonder, ladies and gentlemen. But he is up against Broly.
Yep.
Which you give, like, if you're gonna give this guy the farm that he needs, he can definitely mechanically outplay you with this thing. So we shall see, because again, both of the teams not giving up towers here. It's 5 minutes into the game, Wolf, and we are now coming to the third rotation of our buffs.
That's right. Top lane, a little bit of pressure in there coming out of that TZ, but Uranus makes it sure that is there. Rebo just catches the attention of Philippines. Few with whether there's strike, it's not much. But at least Philippines will be able to secure their own purple buff. Lusty with the jump catches one or two. I wasn't able to see that.
Oh,
the way of the dragon. It gets the last insanity though. Coming up from Vietnam, the flicker away as well. Lowling with the jump. It goes with the Tempest of Blaze, and they take out two, including Kaltizi. Big kill from Team Vietnam. Massive kill indeed. And Lusty is gonna have a bad time positioning himself back. In comes the feather disc strike, but T-Max is in front of him. Why did you do that? But he gets away the safety nonetheless.
Beautiful synchronization of skills from the Team Vietnam, and they will take the first tower of this game. The Purifies, bro, it's helping them a lot.
Yeah,
what they're doing here is that they're baiting Lusty's initiation, and then they will purify it and they will counter go. Because they have injectors, they have the last insanity, they have fire stakes, the Uranus is quite tanky now, and plus they have damage. So Team Philippines, they really need to properly decide when to go and how to do it.
It's still close though, man, Gene. I'm not feeling it going either side so easily. It's not a snowball for sure. So I think that this might be a little bit reminiscent of game number one, where we went down the wire, to say the least. A little bit of movements now from Philippines going on to T-Max. T-Max steps in the wrong neighborhood. Still hasn't got the dodge. He gets away with the Purify as well. So he's safe for a little bit.
He was able to dodge out two skills there. The stun from the Peacock and those knock-up. So, man, that was a wasted attempt for Team Philippines in the top lane, and Team Vietnam still defending their tower, not giving up any structure. Trong Trin. Oh, is this an ambush though, or is this a bait? That is the question. That is the stun. Phew, he will flew away, no pun intended, as Flaptizi will get left behind. Team Vietnam, Trong Trin once again with initiation, ladies and gentlemen. It is now, we are now having two different clashes as Lusty will go 1-on-4 inside the purple buff. 1-1 is the exchange. Whoop, what happened there?
Oh man, it was a bloodbath to say the least. Oh, they've almost found that kill onto that Lusty Kufra. Yeah, well, what I want to say is that it was a favorable trade for Vietnam, not for Philippines. They almost lost their Hayabusa. Fortunately, they didn't. But the fact of the matter is, control of the map belonged to Vietnam. Look at this. Broly felt it, but he will be punished. Nice timing with the bouncing ball and the way the dragon to come it out. My goodness, Philippines. That was such a smart play from Lusty. Big brain plays indeed. He waited for the moment when the Ling will will dash out of the Tempest of Blades and the bouncing ball.
You know what? That was close though. That was close though, because after Lusty's Tyrant's range flap, TZ accidentally pushed back Broly. But nonetheless, it was still a kill. Team Vietnam right now, they will steal the turtle. It is 2-on-3. The turtle is ours, says Tung Trin, and says D-Max. It is highway robbery, ladies and gentlemen.
Highway robbery indeed. But what happened in there? No, I missed it. They killed Carl TZ. The TZ brothers have fallen. And that's bad news for Philippines.
What was that, Team Vietnam? We all thought that Team Philippines, they had like a crucial kill to Broly. But man, Trung Trin and T-Max, hey, you know what? You guys are the TZ brothers, but we are the T connection. I don't know, because it's Trung Trin and T-Max. I'm sorry, but yeah, dude, they outplayed them.
They did. Now Flap TZ will have to run away. The idea, hide by the way. Oh, if you Lusty catches one, but you in trouble. The jump in from the lane as well. Tempest of Blades can be committed as they use the ejector onto the Cupra. Jump in from Rebo, but that's not good. Flap TZ in trouble with the dragon gonna be used, but into trouble only. And now Carl TZ will try to cope, but he's gonna be chased down. Rebo dancing with his jawhead, but in comes the rest of the cavalry. Rebo cannot overstep his bounds now. He's trying to deal the damage, but in comes the Ling. In comes the damage. Fire Stake's not gonna connect. Trung Trin on the jawhead is not gonna be able to control Rebo, but Vietnam, it's all smokes and mirrors. It's all diversion. We want to get the push and the purple buff, and we're able to get it.
It was misdirection for Team Vietnam. And Wolf, I just want to say that this is the beginning of the double T connection.
The double T, even a triple T, man.
Yeah,
it's T-Max, Trin, and Death Try. Nevertheless, look at this. Last Insanity, Tyrant's Rage, good, but the ultimate from the Ling. My goodness, Tempest of Blades, beautifully done. But okay, Immortality pop. There's the on the few. Can he fly away? Yes, he can. He flew away. I think that's what you wanted to say earlier. Flew away.
It flew away. Yeah.
He flew away. He flew away.
Yeah, that was the joke. 4-11, Team Vietnam now in control. 11 minutes, and it is indeed the grand finals. Wolf, I think it's still not yet over, but I think this is going to be the nail in the coffin. The Lord take for Team Vietnam. This is level 1. It's level 1, but this is gonna be huge for Vietnam to put in pressure. And again, they now have damage. And Wolf, as you said it, look how tanky T-Max is right now with the Avarice. Dude,
Tank Max.
Tank Max. Those were 2 ultimates hitting him in top.
With the brute force breastplate, he has the Oracle as well. There's so much. Oh yes, look at the defense of T-Max now is 59 magic defense, 107 physical defense. That's how big, massive it is. And it's looking bad on the side of Team Philippines now.
Yep. I think if I'm gonna choose an MVP, it's definitely gonna be T-Max with this Uranus. Yeah, dude, look. Tanky items there. There you go. There's Broly coming in with initiation. With the Tempest of Blades, he will get the first sword as the Lord will take down another tower. T-Max is still here. Dude!
Tank maximum from Team Vietnam. In comes the shadow kill, but dealing nothing. Oh, Katisi chases the Ling, but the Ling is going to be able to run away. Lusty with a very curious jump in there from Philippines. Now they want to go for more feather. There's strike. There's a maximum charge. No punishment whatsoever. Well, Philippines, in comes the last Insanity. Ling jumps in as well. Rebo in trouble. Rebo down. And the turret as well in the bottom lane. That's 1-0 for Team Vietnam as they still want to go for more, Manjin.
They smell blood and they want more. They want damage, Team Philippines. They're trying to defend their base. They're trying to get the minions. But there you go. That is the ninja wave from Carl TZ. But it's not enough as Team Vietnam is now wrecking havoc in the mid lane. Wolf, the system is back. It's 2-1 in favor of Team Vietnam.
Good display of how you use the Ling, how you come back with the Ling. They've led through the Hayabusa. They felt that the Lancelot is the bigger problem. Even in the absence of the Luyi, the Valier was there. And this is weird because we were saying that this will be harder for Vietnam. But Vietnam says, Manjin, Wolf, you haven't played this yet. You don't know our league. You haven't watched us. This is how we do it. Match point for Vietnam. Amazingly done. And I don't know what they need, man.
We were proven wrong. We were proven wrong, bro.
That's right.
By the Vietnamese squad. And man, they're one game away. We're one game away for having the championship.
That's right.
Oh man, I'm so excited for this. It's gonna be freaky. It's gonna be freaky for sure. Shout outs to Rob Luna. How are you, man? Is it freaky, Rob?
It is indeed freaky on that game number 3. I mean, yeah, well, I totally agree with you guys that the composition of Team Philippines was way strong, but the way Team Vietnam approached this game, I think it's way more different the way they did it. I mean, Broly was still on the Ling. The only difference is they're actually targeting few. As you can see, they're going. They're not really against the Hayabusa. They just let the Hayabusa. If it's near, gonna get it and kill it. But if you can see on that specific fight, they're going towards the far side. Few haven't had a single point in the game wherein he can be able to do a perfect feathered airstrike, because Broly the Ling was always on its toes, on its tail. It's been following all around. And somehow I think the Hayabusa was not. I think that maybe they could be able to change that on us, because I mean Lancelot would be the perfect fit, but that was one of the thing that helps on the game number 2 for Team Philippines at least. But oh man, I mean, I think the draft is perfect. It's just that the execution of Team Vietnam was perfect on that game, and even if Team Philippines did win on some point, I mean, they did pick off Broly the first time, but all of Team Vietnam is just going. I mean, the Uranus just run off. I mean, and the Jawhead, even with low on life, just ejector and run away, and they cannot be able to catch up. Oh man, I have so much thing to say, but I guess it all boils down on the execution now for game number 4. Will they be able to do a comeback sweep here? Wolf, what do you think, guys?
Reverse sweep, or not really a reverse sweep, but I think that's perfect. A comeback sweep. The answer is yes, they can. I believe so, but they need to study Vietnam more. This is scary though, because Vietnam is kind of prepared. So even if they have their favorite picks already with the mashup with the Kimi, they showed us that we have something else, and you might not be prepared for it. Now, Philippines, they need to unleash their superstars, Carl TZ and Fab TZ, the TZ brothers. If they want to come back, they have to activate them. Superstar trigger now for Team Philippines.
Yes, but it's either. Yeah, go ahead.
They're up against the Triple T, the TTT.
It's been in between now for the TZ brothers versus the Triple T from Team Vietnam. But, well, I guess I'll have to leave you once again here. Match point for Team Philippines. Will they be able to force a game number 5? We will be finding out in a very short while. Manjin and Wolf, hope you already catch your breath, because you're going to analyze once again the draft and cast the game number 4. Take the floor.
Thanks so much, Rob, man. Majin, we need to analyze this, Rob says, but do you think we can?
I don't know, bro. You know what? I'm just excited for what's going to happen, because right now I'm speechless. I'm lost for words on what I'm seeing. This is what we wish for, right? We wish for good Mobile Legends, for beautiful Mobile Legends, and both of these teams, they're bringing it. They're bringing their A game. Man, I think Team Philippines, they're not backing down from a fight. Like, we've seen them do this, like come back from these types of series. But man, it seems like Team Vietnam, they're really on a roll, and they're outwitting our countrymen.
Yeah,
it's so good.
too good. So a little bit of a change up now. Vietnam will still not let through the Selena, as well as Philippines not letting the Popaling Koopa. Now Vietnam will first pick the Esmeralda, which kind of tells us that this is instantly a Kufra Ling combination from Philippines.
Yep.
There will be not much of a counter now.
The Jawhead here.
Yeah, I think that they'll pick Jawhead Thams, or maybe just Jawhead, perhaps.
Yeah.
And maybe they get their funnel now. Maybe they get the Lancelot themselves. Right? So...
Liu Yi and dude. Yeah. Again.
Or the Masha. Masha is available. Now, I haven't seen them use the Esmeralda and the Masha all together with the Jawhead as well. So maybe they'll not pick the Masha at this point.
Oh.
They go Parsa. Okay. So we kind of have this correlation, Manjin, that when there's Ling, there's an opposing Kufra or a Farsa or both of them together. So it kind of tells us that there's a counter, right? It's Farsa doing wonders against the Ling because of the stun. Not sure if Yuzong can be picked. Can they actually use the Yuzong? I don't think they can.
I think
so they
not.
snatch the Masha. Philippines taking the strategy of Vietnam and gonna use it against their opponents.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, look at the mobility of all these guys. Again, Wolf, I think you're gonna we're gonna prepare ourselves because I think the team fight will last for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Looking at the lineup, looking at the mobility, these guys are fast, and you have shields too. I actually like what Team Vietnam is opening here. They have a lot of burst potential. The Esmeralda and the Jawhead is such good setup for the Farsa ultimate. Like the Ling can just Carl TZ, if he's going to use the Ling, he needs to position himself properly and well, he plays safe. But man, I think Trung Trin is just an aggressive Jawhead. This is his like 4th Jawhead, right? Of the game?
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken.
So. Yeah, we know that he really utilizes it well. Philippines, they're looking for support now. Maybe they'll get the Valier themselves.
Yeah.
Something like Liu Yi, actually, that they can use, or their Alice or their Lunox they're using. So it's Cho.
Another Cho.
Okay, I'm curious to see what Vietnam has in store. What will they show us? Oh, I guess the Lance makes perfect sense now.
Yep. You have a Lancelot. What else? The X-Borg is now banned. The Tams is okay. They banned out the Tams. I'm sorry, but they're waiting for Broly to react. Baksha.
It's Baksha Bruno. Double B action for Vietnam. It's their way of answering this because they cannot go just Lancelot because they know that if they pick Lancelot, yes, they'll have answers to the Ling, but they won't have an answer to the Masha. So instead, they go Purify Bruno so that it will be protected against the initiation from the Cho. And then you have so much damage that to a certain point, you're gonna shred down the Ling as well as the Masha, even with 3 HPs. Because you know that you have so much damage from the Bruno. So now it's Valier for Philippines. Very standard mode of play. A little bit of switch up, Manjin, but Vietnam taking away the composition of Philippines, while Philippines taking away the strategy of Vietnam. So it's a little bit of a toss-up. Again, we don't know yet who's on the lead now in this specific game. I'd still think that this is pretty even, but both teams having their own win conditions against their opponents.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard for both of them. But I think the Bruno is a better pick against the of all the carries right now. Because I think Team Philippines, they're expecting the Lancelot pick. And well, I think it's okay for Team Vietnam, even though they picked up the Bruno. But what I like about the Bruno is that when it gets to the point that he has damage, he has the Purify, the Cho. Dude, it's just gonna be easy peasy for the Bruno to kill the Cho and kill Farsa. Because again, if you are a marksman and if you're up against a Masha, Bruno, all you want to do is to save your Purify and just be safe. And Broly's really playing safe right now. So I'm giving my vote to Team Vietnam for Game 4. I think they won the draft. How about you?
Yeah, honestly, there's no winner for me for the draft.
Welcome.
And obviously, I want to go to a Game 5. That's what I want to see. Kind of favor Philippines now. Nevertheless, no, I agree with you.
It's okay. Yeah.
I mean, I get your point. I don't fully agree that this is a win draft for Vietnam. I just feel that yes, there's a much more comfortable approach for Vietnam when it comes to the game. And I always say that if you have multiple win conditions compared to your opponent, almost always will win in the game, because if in a high pressure match, whoever finds their win condition will obviously win the game. But knowing that Philippines only have this linear way of doing this, one-dimensional with the Ling, maybe it is the one that will make them suffer because of this.
Definitely, man. I think what you're saying in layman is the easier, the better. You know, make it simple.
Make it simple. Simplicity.
Make it simple. Beauty.
Oh yeah, it is beauty.
What?
Double Little Wanderer take for Team Philippines, and Flap TZ on this Masha is already working onto the bottom lane. T-Max is here. Who's gonna take the orange? It's gonna be Flap TZ. It's good morning for Flap TZ. By the way, this is an offlane Baxia.
Yeah. Oh, I think we saw that in the previous games as well. To a matchup with the Masha. You know what? You know what? Team Philippines, they're taking advantage of their early damage in taking the jungle, because
that's right.
What lacks with the Bruno is that it's not a hero that can kill a jungle creep early. He needs a support with him. So with this Team Philippines, Carl TZ, he is doing well, and they're getting him fed right now. So again, it's still the same with the previous games. Both of the teams playing it safe, but right now Team Philippines, they're leading with just a little bit with this Ling fast-paced jungle game.
Man, you're staying a little bit, but this is actually too much. 5.1k for Team Philippines, and I'm looking at the XP right now. It's 7,200 for Philippines, only 4.9k for Vietnam. That's massive. Look at the XP. They're leading by a lot.
That is a lot. Yeah, I agree with you. Speaking of a lot, let's make it bigger, because Carl TZ will now pick off a hero, Trong Trin. That is going to be the first blood of the game. And right now, they're setting up the bottom lane. That is a fire burst, plus Carl TZ going in. Flap TZ with his arm. There you go. Another kill. Okay. Are we going to see it, Wolf? Are we going to see the TZ brothers again?
Maybe, but man, the MVP of that clash was definitely few. Like, moving forward against the T-Max Baksha and then pushing him back with a hitting target, there's a thing of beauty from our captain of Team Philippines. Now onto the middle, a little bit of a move now for Vietnam, but with the turtle taken out by Philippines, that's amazing. It's amazing. Man, working on the orange buff once again with few in here.
Yeah, dude, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be dangerous for Vietnam, because Carl TZ, this is now his A game. He's now comfortable in this state. Look at this. He's gonna make this the Carl TZ show right now.
That's right. They're able to take the Esmeralda from Team Vietnam. That try. He's gonna lose his head now. Onto the middle, they will set up for the kill onto Lusty, but Lusty's far too prepared for this.
Yeah. Oh, I think I was mistaken, Wolf. Team Philippines, this is the earliest tower that they gotten in the whole series. Plus, Carl TZ, look at the damage, dude, of this guy. Level 8 against level 4. Oh,
man.
Team Philippines. Is this a snowball, Wolf?
It is.
I think it is. Yes. It's looking like it, because that is another tower take for the team. Esmeralda now going in, but Carl TZ, he knows that is the disengage, that is the Tyrant's Rage, and that will be 4 kills in total for Team Philippines. 1 kill per minute.
Lastly, with a perfect read in there, just standing his ground, holding his ground. Now he charges. Doesn't land the stun onto T-Max, but it doesn't matter because they will be pushed. Turbo Masha moments. Now Carl TZ finds the joy with Rebo in here. Just stepping on the Cyclone Eye. Broly is safe as well. Vietnam at least leaves for this, but Philippines are leading by a lot. It's 5,000 in the bank for Philippines, 4-0, and Ling is well fed, to say the least.
Soon.
You know what, Team Philippines, they got the promo in getting the insurance.
Oh my. Look, another play, man. From Few. I get your reference, but I was just astonished of what Few can do with this Valier. Oh, again, doing it again, right? He moves forward, ahead of the backshot, and then pushes him back out of the revitalized zone. And I think that's just amazing to watch.
High IQ plays from Few. That's why he is the idol of the kids here in our country. Look at this dude. Team Philippines putting up the pressure in the bottom side. Now transitioning into the mid. There's a knockup coming in from the Doc Vivo. Carl Tizzy even popping the recall on top of the wall. That's how confident these guys are. This is such a huge lead right now, Wolf. 6 minutes in. Team Vietnam, they're still waiting for their health insurance. They're still waiting for Broly to be online. But when is that gonna come in? That is the question, because right now all of the farm, all of the resources is now being in the hands of Team Philippines and Team Vietnam. How can they come back?
Look, how can they come back? I'm not looking at any good choices now for Vietnam. Maybe because they haven't been looking for kills onto Broly, but this is mostly because of how Team Philippines are able to control the early game.
Yes.
It's very hard for me to look for ways for them to win it. I guess when Philippines makes a mistake, but it's not likely to happen, as even with this backsha, they are so anchored with their pick. It feels like this pick is not living up to whatever. Doesn't have an item yet. Like, it's already 7 minutes in, Manjin, and there's no full item yet on this backsha, save for its boots. But man, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing at this point.
This is so underwhelming for the tanks here, for Team Vietnam. Meanwhile, Team Philippines now having 2-3 core items in their pockets. If I'm not mistaken, that's going to be the corrosion site incoming for the Masha. Meanwhile, we're now having a fight here in the bottom side. There you go. Quick snaps, quick kills for Team Philippines. Getting Team Max once again.
And you know, it's trouble when your backsha melts like that, Manjin. You don't want that to happen at all. You want your backsha to be in the front line, so up so much damage, like stay there, make the opponents commit. In the middle though, you want to be able to eliminate one. There's a Kufra down for the comp, but that's just the utility for the Philippines. It's just a tank. And as good as it was,
my,
more of that. Yeah.
The Flickers are now owning the Purify game. Team Philippines. Man, Carl TZ. Yeah. Carl TZ is now on that Berserker's Fury. So, Team Vietnam again staying in their base. Man, I'm lost for words. Let's go to game 5, I think. I think this is it. I'm not seeing any way that on how Team Vietnam can probably win this. I agree with you. Probably whenever Team Philippines make a play, and if ever they go for sour moves, like if they go into deep or they make a mistake. But because but with that, for Team Vietnam, man, that's bad news, because you're depending on the errors of your enemies. Whoa, Max Rage!
Oh man,
Tyrant's Rage!
For the third time, Few outplaying this backsha. Every time the Revitalized Puff is just pushed away from it. And that's a waste for Team Max. Oh my goodness, Philippines are getting everything they can. They found another. They go for the job. Curtizi with the kill, the godlike streak. Can he get another one? Yes, he can. That's the kill on the Esmeralda. Now, who can defend from Vietnam? No one. Maybe Hyde, but he doesn't have anything to work with right now, because if he pops the feather, there's like he's gonna be taken out. 9 minutes, 30 seconds, Manjin. Philippines are knocking at their doors and have taken 2 inhibitors.
And Team Vietnam, is this their last stand for this game? Team Philippines now owning the base, and they're throwing everything in the kitchen sink. They want to end this game, but there you go. Flap TZ even putting the cherry on top in getting the Lord. This is it, Wolf. This is the death march of Team Philippines towards towards Team Vietnam.
Oh man,
Well played.
Philippines have really broken Vietnam. Because here's the thing, Manjin. When Vietnam is winning, it's close. But when Philippines is winning, it's Tom. That's game 2. The story of game 2 and game 4. Which makes you excited for game 5. As we head on to the closing minutes of the game. It's very hard to look for a break for Vietnam.
Yes.
Maybe if they get a wipeout, maybe 2 to 3 times in a row, that could be their window to win it. But with all inhibitors intact, it's gonna be extremely hard, Manjin.
I will now hit up Water Wolf because I think we're really gonna go to game 5. As Team Max will also fall down in the hands of Flap TZ, the TZ brothers. It's the Carl TZ show. There you go, the classic Team Philippines TP for game number 4. It's 2-2, and we are going all the way. It's game 5 for the grand finals of the Razer SEA-Invitational.
The weakness of the Vietnamese draft was the fact that they aren't clearing the waves faster in the early stage, the first few minutes, and also the fact that they aren't able to secure their own jungle boss. The map was entirely on the side of Philippines all over the game, and that's when you say that it is bad for you. By the way, Manjin, it was 14-1. The end of the game was 14-1, and that's how dominant they are. And man, maybe Rob has something else to say, because we ran out of stuff to analyze in the last stage of the game because of how good Philippines were. Maybe something else coming up from Rob Luna. Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. And well, we've talked about this, that it's going to be a game number 5. So I think we already knew that that's gonna happen. But oh man, guys, that was the Carl TZ show, just like you guys have said. I mean, Ling wins game. The only time that we actually saw Ling lost was the game number 2. It was the Team Vietnam did lose. But it actually all boils down on the drafting phase. I mean, most of the time, we could already see how the team would actually go against each other. Like, getting the Kufra for Team Philippines as a priority to anything else did a lot of difference from the way they play. I mean, giving Lusty the Kufra, just like how he can be able... I mean, on game number 3, he did predict... I forgot to say that Wolf saw it. The Tempest of Blade, Lusty just went on where that Ling would dash, and that was a perfect play. I mean, maybe some people would not be able to see it, but if you actually analyze it, that was so magnificent to see and to watch. I would definitely clip that one. But now we're going into game number 5. Guys, I guess you really have to take or get your coffee right now, because there's gonna be a match point on these 2 teams. You have anything else to say before we head on to our commercial break, Benjin?
You know what? The commissioner is smiling.
Yes.
The Razer SEA-Invitational commissioner is smiling right now. It was all part of his plan. It was all
the master plan.
Of the master plan. He's now calling in all of the sponsors. Hey, we're going to game number 5, Vietnam versus the Philippines. Call in the media, call in the ratings. Here we go. We're now trending on social media. No, I'm kidding. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Earlier we got best of 5 Dota, and now it's best of 5 MLBB. I'm just so happy that we're here right now.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. And how about you, Wolf?
Yeah, it's in the Philippines, it's Mr. Valdez. Internationally, he's called Karasu, and he's already called. The commissioner has called in. We're going to game 5. Strap yourselves in,
game 5, bro.
Yes, we're going to game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Will Team Vietnam could be able to close this one out as Team Philippines, our gold medalists from our SEA Games 2019, about to reclaim their pride and glory on the grand finals of the Razer SEA-Invitational. But we will be having a few commercial break. Don't go away.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, 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 go Dragon.
Strength and courage will be eulogized in the galaxy. Faith is my unbreakable sword.
This godly power.
What is this?
Yu Zhang has combined the reverse scale and the primordial spirit. He cannot leave here.
The Black Dragon has returned. No one, nothing, can stop me now.
Let's take him from the side! Now!
Death to all who oppose me.
No!
So this is what I'm truly capable of.
Wake up! Yu Zhang! How is this possible?
You are getting rusty, brother.
No! How did it end up like this? No!
Welcome to reality, girl. Where the strongest rules them all.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. And search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
Grovel before your king, human.
Killing spree! Double kill! Triple kill! Launch a legendary! Maniac! Unstoppable! Legendary! Savage!
And we're back, and I really hope you guys are ready for the game number 5 of our Razer SEA-Invitational Grand Finals in between Team Vietnam versus Team Philippines. Match point to both of these teams, which are very, very amazing. Their performance in the past 4 games was truly phenomenal. But what's more phenomenal, if I'll be calling out to our caster here on the stream right now, Wolf and Manjin, did you have your coffee now?
I've had it, Rob. I've had my water. I have all the stuff in here. Some of my lozenges so that if my voice runs out, all of the stuff that I need prepared because this is the game changer. Man, the first Razer SEA-Invitational Championship for Mobile Legends. History in the making. We're gonna set it up now.
Yes. And, well, I guess I was listening to Wolf, but I'm looking to Manjin. I was doing this. There was there's what when you do. I think that was from the theater that you were used to. How
Dude,
this helps you?
Dude, I'm warming up. I'm stretching my muscles. I'm stretching. I'm stretching my muscles. We're going all the way.
But by the way, if I may ask, how do you guys vocalize? I mean, into casting, do you like something like that? Do you do something like that? I don't know. I may ask you. We're too hype. What?
Sometimes.
Sometimes
I do it. Yeah, but what I do is I always drink tea. Yeah, 'cause tea really helps me. Like it really, I think it depends on the person. But for me, I think tea is the best way.
Why is it letter T is the letter of the stream? I mean, we have the TZ brothers, we have the triple T, and Manjin is just drinking tea. How about you? What's your tea?
Man, I don't know actually.
Terrific, I guess.
Terrific, yeah. We terrific stuff. I look for one. Don't worry.
Your tea adjective. Yes.
Yeah, T adjective. But anyways, guys, just kidding aside, we were just trying to bring out the hype because this gonna be the final match in between these two amazing teams. But I guess you guys don't have to wait much longer because the draft is already on its way. I hope you guys amazing Wolf and Manjin cast this final match as hype as it can be.
Oh man. Such a heavy weight you put it on our shoulders, but we'll try our best. Rob, thank you so much.
This is it.
For one last time, Gene. The connection for game number 5. My goodness. What
this is it, man.
I guess, man, we'll never get to see the Serena for Philippines. We'll never get to see, like, the Popol and Kupa for Vietnam. I don't think that will be picked up for sure. And let's see how this will shape up. So there's a difference. Look at this. Look at this. This is going to be smart, Manjin. Philippines, they ban out Kufra and Uranus so that Vietnam will get to decide who will go through. Is it the Claude? Is it going to be the Ling? No matter this is gonna happen, I think Vietnam is gonna decide. Okay, let's not ban out either Claude or Ling. Let's let it through so that we'll take one up.
Let it slide.
One thing that's positive, man. I think Popol and Kupa is gonna be picked up now.
Yeah, they're risking it. They're risking the main heroes. Both of the teams. There you go. There we go. Destiny draw. Give it to me. Give it to me. Who's it gonna be?
Is it gonna be?
Bring in the team song, bro.
It's the God. All right, Popol and Kupa and Ling. Popol and Kupa and Esmeralda now for Vietnam.
This is anime mode, man. This is Team Philippines. I summon Claude and Vietnam. You've fallen into my trap card as we will summon. Who's it gonna be?
It's Popol and Kupa, then Jawhead, I think.
Then Jawhead or probably Ling. Come on, give us the Ling. Come on.
Then Jawhead. I know it's Jawhead. I feel it in my fingers, man. I feel it in my fingers.
Jawhead? Because I think if they're gonna go Jawhead, Team Philippines will pick the Ling. Oh!
Alright, so my first guess was right. It was Esmeralda, Popol, and Kupa. Now Philippines, they'll secure something like Cho this time, and then something like Atlas or... Actually, I think this is not a bad Hylos game. Nevertheless, I think they can snatch like the Farsa now for Philippines.
Or Luyi, maybe.
Or the Luyi. That's right. But I don't think that Luyi will be picked out. So they go Masha for Flatizi. Okay. They go Atlas. All right. So it's Atlas.
Your team.
Atlas Masha.
They aren't hard pressed to secure their
they need damage
now. So I think that they can settle for something like Jawhead this time. Or something that's reminiscent of a good tank, because Kufra and Atlas are already out.
Or Xborg probably. Oh, there you go. There's your card.
Yeah, they are afraid that it will be banned out. So it's Ling versus Claude this time.
Again.
Are they gonna ban out the Valier this time? Oh, they ban out Cho.
Ban out the Cho.
Very smart.
That's good. That's good. Yes, that is beautiful. They've been losing with this. They've been losing with that show. The Xborg is still up for the taking though for Team Vietnam. But there you go. That's your Jawhead pick. But it's now banned. Team Philippines respecting it down. Yeah.
I think it makes a lot of sense to get the Xborg because it might be stolen by Philippines.
Yep.
But that also means that the number of mana will lack a tank, right?
Yeah.
I think they could go Grok, honestly, in their last pick.
Yeah, that is actually interesting because people are now like not picking the Grok, right? So yeah, there you go.
It's Farsa now for Philippines. Absolutely. I don't think that they'll pick up anything else.
Yeah, they need damage too. They need to combo up with the Atlas.
That's right. And then they'll look for another
Hylos.
By the way, they can pick up Alice.
Oh. Oh no. Oh.
Here instead of the Farsa. Don't go Teresa. Teresa. Oh, I see now. Can work. Can work.
I think Teresa is better. Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's gonna catch ya.
Gonna catch ya. Gotta catch ya.
Nice.
Oh, I think they're expecting the Louis pick. That's why they went Gatot Catcha.
Man, this is gonna be weird. So if Philippines jumps with the Avatar the Guardian, there's already like the teleport away from Vietnam. So they'll swap places. That's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be awesome.
But the combos though, the combos are good. Expect a lot of layers coming in here, Wolf. Expect a lot of layering. Yeah, it's like cake. This is gonna be cake.
It's gonna be cake.
This game is gonna be juicy.
And Vietnam, they're singing like Post Malone. They're running in circles now. It's Esmeralda. Then you have the rotation of Louis. You have the Tempest of Blades, as well as the Last Insanity.
Last Insanity too.
It's all about the circles, man. It's
all
Post
about
Malone.
the circles. Ladies and gentlemen, for the newcomers, this is game number 5 of the Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. It's Philippines versus Team Vietnam. Prepare yourselves. Hold on tight. Hold on to your seats because we are going in for a wild ride. I'm excited. Team Philippines, man, Gatot Catcha pick. I don't know, dude. I'm from the Philippines, but man, Gatot Catcha, I'm not really sure because it has a low win rate in my book. So yeah, let's do it. I don't know, man. I'm not really being biased here. I'm not really being biased here. My heart says Philippines, but in my mind, I think Team Vietnam, they can play it easily. Like they know this they know their Popol and Kupas.
It's the circle strat, but Gene.
It's the circle. It's a full circle. It's a Post Malone strategy.
It's the Post Malone strategy. Well, about to find out. Honestly, all things considered, there's a lot of promise for Philippines. If they do get the early game rotations, I guess they will have to repeat game number 4. They want to win this, and they're moving forward already. The aggressiveness is there.
That is.
You know what Vietnam, they hold their ground.
Yeah. There's a warning shot.
That's the 4 or 3 in the mid lane, Manjin.
Oh, the frigid breath. What's interesting is you have another unit, you have an extra squid, and you have an extra dog in your lineup. It's 6 on 6, guys. And now look at it. Yes, it's 6 on 6, and they want the Lito Wanderer. There you go. That was hype. That was hype, bro.
The most hype Lito Wanderer take ever.
Yes.
And you're not gonna get a better than that. Okay, so Vietnam, they're struggling. All right, Philippines, the EXP is doubled for Philippines compared to Vietnam. It's about 1.4. For Philippines, it's just about 800. So that's a lot for Philippines to have secured, which if you look now, the EXP, there it is, right? They're leading by a lot. So that's good for Philippines. But now, in comes the invades, Manjin.
There you go. Invade to the bottom lane as Broly is now with Trung Trin. They got the orange buff, but Team Philippines, they're here to answer it. You know what, Wolf? I think two little Wanderers make a huge difference in the early stages of the game. You know why? Because with the Little Wanderer, you can easily heal up your minion. Yeah. And with that, it will create space. But as I say this, is this going to be a pickup though? Few falling low, but right now, Black TZ trying to survive this. But meanwhile, from the back, Carl TZ is there with the backup. That is the first blood. The Popol and Kupa will fall down as Black TZ will also re-engage. Double kill, but Broly, here comes the cavalry. Revenge kill for Broly. 2 for 2 under 2 minutes. It's 2 and 2, man, dude. There are a lot of 2s here.
There's a lot of 2s. 2 minutes, 2 and 2. If we go 2:22, man, just screenshot this.
Yes, it's chaos, bro. It's chaos, bro. 2020 also has a lot of 2s. No, that's right. That's 2 2s.
All right.
Yes.
There you go.
There you go. 2-ception, ladies and gentlemen. 2-ception.
It's all about a 2. All right.
It's all about the 2s, bro. But no, guys, we're kidding. We're kidding. Kidding aside. This game is just too intense. This game is just too intense. No pun intended.
Oh man. I'm waiting for the Post Malone song. When is it gonna happen? The first circle in there. There it is. But but that's a Popple and Koopa really falling low, but in comes the second circle, man. That's easy, gonna be taken out. Where's the third? There's the third one, man, Gene. And they've taken out the Atlas. Where's the last one? There it is. There's the fourth one. I told you, man. It's all about the circles, man, Gene.
It's all about the circles. It's the circle of life, Wolf.
It's the circle of life.
It's the circle of life. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and right now, Team Vietnam, they are definitely on top of Team Philippines, getting 3 kills and probably make that 4 right now. Rebo tanking it up. No, he will die, and Team Vietnam now leading by 1K gold.
Oh my. As funky as it looks like, it's very good for how Vietnam is gonna utilize it. Because sometimes it's good to like layer it like cake, like go after one another. But Vietnam kind of separated it, used it kind of away from each other in such an inefficient way that they are able to find the good pickoffs. They don't put it all together in one go, which kind of made it more efficient. That's not the only approach though. Obviously, they can combo it up. They can put them all together in one time. But Vietnam decided that maybe this is the better way is to just go in one by one and hope for the best.
Create your circle. I will make my circle too. It protects us from the sea bear, right?
Yes.
There you go. Team Vietnam. I hope that you get that pun, ladies and gentlemen. But again, Team Philippines, they're making their circle of their own as the Blazing Duet will spin Carl Tizzy, but no casualties here in the top lane. Meanwhile, as we are now looking at the bottom lane, actually Team Max, look at this. Nice cut, and Team Vietnam, they created space for their team to confuse Team Philippines. Is this going to be a fight though, Mr. Wolf? Wolf? All right, the game is too intense.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, dude, you know what? The game is too intense. The game is too intense. It creates a little bit of jitters in your connection, right?
That's right. That's how intense it is, man.
Yes.
Oh, Broly. There's the first circle. Small circle, small circle. Where's the big circle? We're looking for it.
No, there's no big circle, bro.
There's no big circle.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, in the bottom lane.
Bottom lane. But that's T-Max. That's not an easy target to go for.
Yep.
Esmeralda.
You know what? Yeah.
Yep.
You know what, dude? It looks like Team Vietnam. Sorry, they're on the driver's seat right now. Yeah, sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. I had my coffee. But by the way, yes. They're driving this one. Team Philippines, they're just reacting right now. And that's...
Here, there's the retribution. He gets it. Highway robbery.
Highway robbery. You can now call Broly Mr. Steelio Buff. Because, man, that was so crucial for Carl Tizzy to probably ump off his attack damage. But as I say this, nonetheless, Team Philippines says, hey, doesn't matter. We will get our own turtle. Go ahead, Wolf.
All right, there's the last Insanity first use. Here comes the Blaze and do it. Now the expert taken out. It comes down for the Guardian taking out the Popple and Koopa. But Broly on the bottom side is gonna go for the unstoppable streak. Double kill coming out from Carl Tizzy as he takes down Louis. T-Max in the middle of them all. Dancing around is Broly. And he says, okay, bro, let's go back. Let's not fight this. Carl Tizzy is still chasing and will not push through. Discipline from Carl Tizzy. Trigger discipline. Vietnam have lost that engagement for sure.
Yep. Fancy footwork from the child prodigy, Carl Tizzy. Ladies and gentlemen, dude, that was an important pickup as well, because take note that Carl Tizzy has the bounty hunter. So even though if Team Vietnam, they're controlling the team fights, they're getting all the jungles, they have the vision too, Carl Tizzy is getting the gold that he needs.
Bro.
Oh my, Wolf is out once again because again, the lane is falling low. T-Max, that was a little bit of health. Carl Tizzy just putting in the bang, bang, bang to the Esmeralda. But yeah, the Esmeralda won't die, but that is, of course, a tower takedown for Team Philippines.
Goodness, man, Gino, what's a smart play coming out from Rebo is popping the taunt. If not for the Tempest of Blades, Broly would have fallen down. But now, that's the turret. It's gonna be taken by Philippines. This is the unique advantage of getting the Claude, because with the lane you just get like tower, that just the hero damage, pure hero damage. But with the Claude that's farmed, you can push, and that's a problem for Vietnam. How can they stop this man, Carl TZ, paving the way for Philippines to recover when it comes to the economy.
You know what? Carl TZ, again, this guy, I think, I don't know if people can argue with me, but I think this guy is, like, in the Philippines, the best mechanical player there is. Well, that's just for me. And now he's showing it in this game. Team Vietnam, where's your circle, Game Wolf? That is the question. Because right now, Team Vietnam, they're disengaging, and Team Philippines, they're scaring them off.
So this is a 4v4. Turtle taken by... Turtle taken by Carl TZ, and he's jumping forward. The Blaze into it. Team Max in trouble. Can he sustain himself? No. Absolutely not. Broly, though, pokes Carl TZ. Was able to shut him down. And now the next target is Lusty. Atlas is the next target. There's the Fatal Links onto 2, but you cannot escape the 2 members of Vietnam. There's the kill onto the X-Borg. Broly, Tempest of Blades, wants to go for fuel, gets him in the end. Now he's going to be chased down by Rebo. Flap TZ as well. They're trying to corner him, but Broly is the better Super Saiyan at this point.
Yep. Broly is now angry, ladies and gentlemen. He says, hey, we don't want to give easy baskets. We won't back down from a fight. You've shown us the Carl TZ show, but right now, welcome to Broly City. Broly outplaying 2 heroes for Team Philippines. And right now, I think we're gonna have a team fight. That is double team coming in from Lusty. He wants to pop the Fatal Links, but that is the taunt from Rebo, blazing too wet to the Popalan Koopa. That is the original hero, and that is a pick up from Trin. Now down for 27 seconds, and Team Vietnam, they're now disengaging.
No, Lusty feeling it. Lusty is very tanky at this point. Even with just look at that. That's how quick they can get to the Esmeralda. Wow.
The TZ brothers, bro.
The TZ brothers indeed teasing them. Now, Cartesi might be in trouble. Okay, gets away with the BMI. And Rebo just with the taunt, the threat of the taunt, I mean, is able to push back Vietnam now. X-Borg is here. Fire missiles in there. Some usage of the rotations, and Vietnam will stand their ground at least here in the mid lane.
You know what? I think the problem here for Team Vietnam is that every time they go in, every time they initiate beautifully, Team Philippines, they have a lot of disengage. But as I say this, Wolf, there you go.
Okay, there's the Tempest of Blades, but the Avatar of the Guardian. Nice timing, but not enough to damage. AoE from Vietnam is able to overwhelm Philippines, at least 2 of their members. In comes the Blaze and do it. Now Vietnam will have to run away from the angry Kaltisi, and they are able to do so. Now
the other Philippines,
they are just going for the bigger objective, which is the Turbo Masha, Turbo Claude. Philippines, the TZ brothers are on it.
Oh my! Misdirection from Team Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Vietnam, they were so caught up in fighting that they forgot that there is a Masha. And this is like the OG way in playing the Masha, the split push Masha, the turbo Masha. Even though Team Vietnam, they won the fight, that was crucial. That was a crucial Lord take for Team Philippines, because again, they will dictate the next team fight. Team Vietnam, they're the ones reacting right now.
Definitely, and that's a problem now if you have the lane, because you want to set the tempo. If you're playing this kind of composition, Vietnam, they're not used to this kind of situation. Whenever they win, they always are at the driver's seat. This time, Vietnam have lost the steering wheel. Philippines have told them they have owned this map now. Even with just 3,000 when it comes to the gold lead, it kind of feels like Vietnam are kind of choked around their base, and they might not be able to make it. But Q though, now very bad spot, but they'll be
there you go!
Oh no, Blazing coming down so easily.
Nice entry from Cartesi, but the Avatar of Guardian is there. Still there in defensive mode, but the Fatal Links from out of nowhere. Triple kill for Cartesi. Oh no! Team Vietnam, they're falling down. Not like this. Not like this. Says Team Vietnam. Is this the end?
Here comes the last insanity, pops the Masha, but in comes Philippines. You don't have your armor anymore. The Atlas taken down, but with all of the minions in here, Manjin, Philippines are gonna take it home.
Your first ever Razer SEA-Invitational 2020 champions, Team Philippines.
Oh my!
Wow.
That was one clash to end it all, right? That was perfect. We know we were saying that they were kind of in the driver's seat, but now those pickles, they have eliminated the circles. They destroyed the system, and Gene. They have overcome, and now they are the champions. The first ones, the longest running champions for about a minute now. The longest reigning. Wow!
Wow, dude!
Congratulations, man.
Dude, that was so uncalled for. We did not expect it to end it like that, right? Because man,
anticlimactic, man. But
it's okay. Because man, Team Philippines, they brought their A game. So was Team Vietnam. But I think in this type of head-to-head situation, it's the one who is more like who's hungrier, who's gonna take it. And dude, Team Philippines, congratulations, they've proven themselves, and it's time to party for the Bren Esports squad. But props still to Team Vietnam. Thank you so much. We are instant fans, right, Wolf?
Instant fans of Vietnam for sure. That was amazing display. Maybe they just didn't think of the fact that the crowd will be much bigger coming over the Philippines. It's much more comfortable for them. Now, they had a very promising draft, but the fact of the matter is, if you don't execute properly, if you've given to fatigue or whatnot, and Philippines were definitely on the roll. That's amazing. The TZ brothers, man, this is the debut, and this is just a taste of what they can do. I'm just amazed to see that them like this. Congratulations again for Philippines. GG's to Vietnam and all of the other teams who participated in the Razer Southeast Asia Invitational. Oh my, what an amazing weekend we had, Manji.
GGWP, you know what, Wolf? I am now speechless, but I know a guy who has a lot to say. Yeah. Let's call in our host, Rob Luna. Hello.
What's up?
I was still looking. I was still waiting here on the live feed on how that team fight went through. But I guess it all boils down to Fiu to be able to disengage, to push everyone from the side. Not everyone. I think that was 3 members from the side of Team Vietnam, and everything else is history. Rebo jumping in, Carl TZ Zeus doing the blazing duet. Losty getting 2 with the fatal links, and man, that was one of the best team fight I've seen so far.
I agree.
I mean, from the team. I mean, the team was losing at some point. Team Philippines, we're not gonna lie about it, but somehow they find a way. I think one of the turning point is the sneaky Lord fight. They have the agenda. I mean, they mitigated, or at least the decoy from Lusty, that pushing away the attention of Team Vietnam, not knowing, or probably they didn't saw it coming, that Masha and Claude could take the Lord at that fast. I mean, that was like less than 15 seconds that they able to take down the Lord level 1. And from there, they went on a roll. I mean, honestly, I would watch that once again, how Feud showed the Team Vietnam their chance to get the title here on the Razer SEA-Invitational. But oh man, this is a wild week. I mean, this week and the other week from the group stage. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling? I mean, we're about to end the Razer SEA-Invitational 2020. This just only the first, ladies and gentlemen. But we were hoping to see more action, probably more countries that could be able to join us, because the 10 countries probably much more. We might be able to see more countries to join in here on the Sea region. Guys, what do you want to say? Anything about the game, or even on the whole Razer SEA-Invitational itself?
Go ahead, Wolf.
Well, man, that was such... I don't know what to say. This is one of the first ones that we have in a very long time. At least a Southeast Asia-based tournament for Mobile Legends. For sure, for Dota 2 or for PUBG Mobile, we've had a lot. It's also wonderful to see. But when it comes to Mobile Legends, it's a little bit more special because we rarely get to see this. It's country versus country, wherein the best in the business really shows up. And even in the playoffs that we had, I'm just so happy that everybody put in their A game. I mean, we've had 2-0s. But what we did not expect is that this finals can go down the wire. Even just the games themselves. It might be 2-0, but they were so close indeed. So thank you so much to everyone who joined in on this Razer Southeast Asia Invitational. Thank you so much for representing your country as well. We have a big future ahead of us for Mobile Legends. I'm just excited to see more of this happening in the future.
Yeah, it is. I always say this, but it is gonna be a wild ride again in the future. And thank you so much. It is a huge honor once again for us casters. It was so intense that I think I lost my my foam in my microphone, but I'm gonna find it later. And yeah, man, dude, again, thank you so much for Razer for having us, and for the production crew, the Samsung Galaxy A51 and A71, and for T1. Thank you so much for having us. We hope to see you guys again in the next few tournaments. By the way, I'm just gonna plug our pages as well, Manjin Paldas and the Wolfcast. Please follow us in our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Again, yeah, Robluna too. Again, thank you so much to all of the participating countries, man.
Yeah.
GG well plays. GG well played. GG well played.
Well played indeed. Of course, to the 10 countries, on behalf of them, thank you so much for joining the Razer SEA Invitational 2020. I didn't actually made the script for this because I want to talk here, coming all from the heart. I want to cry because I mean, this broadcast crew, I mean, the production stuff, our untitled notepad, I mean, for the longest time helped me throughout the hosting here. But kidding aside, ladies and gentlemen, this amazing casters, as well with Leo and Chantel, thank you so much for having us here on the Mobile Legends for the Razer SEA once again. And of course, congratulations to Team Philippines, well-deserved. And of course, Team Vietnam might be able to have their chance because once again, our SEA Games will somehow be happening in their country next year. That's 2021. So I guess, guys, we will be leaving you with a smile on your faces because the Razer SEA Invitational will be ending with a bang. From Mobile Legends, bang bang to everyone, once again, from the broadcast crew and everyone who helped us to bring out this show. And of course, to you, our viewers, thank you for watching and joining us here. And of course, stay safe. We'll see you on the next Razer SEA Invitational.
Samsung Galaxy A unlocked.
Gaming with this phone means you don't have to wait, so your characters can boogie and performance is great. Go Dragon, go Dragon, go, go, go Dragon.
This godly power.
What is this?
Yuzhong has combined the reverse scale and the primordial spirit. He cannot leave here.
The Black Dragon has returned. No one, nothing, can stop me now.
Let's take him from the side! Now!
Death to all who oppose me.
No!
So this is what I'm truly capable of.
Wake up! Yuzhong! How is this possible?
You are getting rusty, brother.
No! How did it end up like this? No!
Welcome to reality, girl. Where the strongest rules them all.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
The Razer SEA Games eSport event was absolutely a historical moment, not just for Southeast Asia region, but for the global eSport audience. With our sight firmly set to establish eSport at Olympic Games as a vision of our CEO Min, there are three focuses that we have to really go forward and have our vision established in the near future. The first is to grow our global eSport audience. Second is to establish the fundamentals, infrastructure, and local development among the country at the grassroots level. And the most scalable and sustainable way is to work with the eSport Federation, where they have the sole objective to develop this as a true sport in the country.
I remember on Game 5 where Philippines is starting out slow, but after a minute of back and forth, Philippines managed to force and win a team fight in the mid lane. That crucial team fight helped the Philippines regain momentum and win the series. I am really excited to see the competition, especially with how it ended in SEA Games. Will Philippines defend their title, or will Indonesia stop them? I am also looking forward to other countries such as Myanmar, to get their shot at redemption.
အရင်နှစ်စီးကိန်းကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမြန်မာနိုင်ငံအနေနဲ့ဆိုကျွန်တော်2တင်း3တင်းသွားရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Mobile Legend Dota AOV 3တင်းသွားရတယ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်အရင်အခုကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီစသွားတဲ့နှစ်မှာပဲ e-sport ကလည်းစပြီးတော့ပေါ်လာတာဆိုတော့ကြလေမြန်မာနိုင်ငံအသင်းအနေနဲ့တော်တော်လေးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အထဲတွေကိုတော့တိုးလိုက်ရတယ်ဗျချိုးဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောမလဲရလက်တီကတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့မကောင်းခဲ့ဘူးဗျဒါပေမဲ့သူတို့အနေနဲ့အကောင်းဆုံးတော့ဒီကနေပြီးကြိုးစားသွားခဲ့တယ်အရင်နှစ်တုန်းကလည်းကျွန်တော်ဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောမလဲ MES ဘယ်လိုမျိုးမထင်မှတ်ဖ ೇನೆ ကျွန်တော်ပို့ဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောလဲအများကြီးပို့ပြီးတော့လုပ်ပြနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်ပို့ပြီးတော့လည်းကျန်းခဲ့တဲ့ပွဲအဲ့လိုမျိုးထိုးနီး၎င်းမယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒီနေ့မှလည်းဒီလိုမျိုး Razer SEA-Invitational ပွဲရလဲလာအောင်မယ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးပုံစံခန်းနာကြီးပဲထပ်ပြီးတော့လာအောင်မယ်ဆိုတော့ရှင်ပြိုင်ရတဲ့သူတွေဆော့ရတဲ့သူတွေပို့ပြီးတော့စိတ်လှုပ်ရှားမလို့ကျွန်တော်ထင်တယ်စောင့်နေကြတဲ့သူတွေလည်းများမယ်လို့ထင်တယ်ပြီးတော့တခုရှိတာက
For Mobile Legends Bang Bang, the Razer SEA-Invitational will feature 10 teams randomly drawn into 2 groups, a best of 2 round-robin preliminaries followed by a double elimination playoff format.
To me, the exciting part is to see them coming back with 10 nations this time participating in SEA-Invitation. It's for them to defend the title or to claim the title for their countries.
This isn't about fame, fortune, or following. This is a calling. This is desire. This is obsession. This is what it takes to win. The search for more speed, focus, control. This is more than a game. This is esports.
Grovel before your king, human.
Killing spree! Double kill! Triple kill! Launch legendary! Maniac! Unstoppable! Legendary! Savage!
You love playing games, and you're always hunting for the best deals. Now you can get more back just from the way you pay. Introducing Razer Gold, the virtual credit for games and entertainment that rewards you back. With Razer Gold, you get to enjoy more savings with exclusive deals. Get access to special bonus gifts and in-game items you can't find anywhere else, like unique weapons and skins. What's more, with every dollar in Razer Gold spent, you'll earn Razer Silver, our rewards program. Just like airline miles, the more you spend, the more you'll earn. Just keep collecting Razer Silver, and once you've got enough, you can redeem it for Razer hardware, games, gift cards, and more. With Razer Gold, you get more savings and gifts, and automatically earn Razer Silver to redeem even more cool gear. It's the best way to get rewarded just for being a gamer. Get started by signing up for a Razer ID on gold.razer.com. Take a moment to verify your account so it's totally secure. And that's it. Start filling up your e-wallet with Razer Gold and enjoy rewards with every spend. So how do you fill up your e-wallet with Razer Gold? It's easier than you think. We've got over 1 million partners and stores around the world, both online and offline, where you can top up your e-wallet with Razer Gold. Don't have a credit card? No problem. Reload your wallet by purchasing these Razer pins. You can easily find them at your nearest convenience store, supermarket chain, or pawn shop. Prefer to do things online? We've got you covered. Reload your wallet with your credit card, internet banking, and even your telco bill via direct carrier billing. Now that you're stocked on Razer Gold and you found something you'd like to purchase, here's how you pay with Razer Gold. Click on Pay with Razer at the checkout segment of your purchase. Log into your Razer Gold account and use your wallet balance to check out. If there's insufficient Razer Gold, simply reload your wallet with a specified amount via online banking, credit card, or buying Razer pins from a store. Here's a sweet deal to get you started. Create an account now and verify, and we'll reward you with 1,000 Razer Silver. Start getting rewarded and getting more back when you pay with Razer Gold now.